honestly, and we'll talk about this even though we're probably going to get more people watching this, but I think killing off a character and leaving them dead is way cooler than killing off a character and bringing them back to life.
Yeah, it raises the stakes.
Yeah, it does.
Unless that character is yours.
Hey, Roland has died in the other game.
Yes, he did.
And
he did. That was my
I was completely okay with them not bringing him back. That was their choice.
It all depends on how thematic.
But eventually you didn't you?
Only because they brought me back. Like, I had no say in it at all. Because I don't metagame that kind of stuff. Like some people.
I see
I don't know
a
who he's
boat.
talking about.
That's true.
There's
And
a
water.
boat.
What are you talking about?
And an ocean.
Yes, an ocean.
Have any of you guys ever
What do you
been to
want?
Savannah,
Back or front?
Georgia?
Uh-uh.
I've been close to there.
It's really cool. I'm gonna plug in. If you're in Savannah, go to this place called Zunzi's. It's South African food, and it's super good, and it has the best iced tea I've ever drinking in my life.
Yes, there's a South African place in Savannah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Surprising.
That's actually a really good and clever idea.
Yeah.
Zunzi's.
Lundies.
For all you.
You're
You're
in Georgia. That's the place to get iced tea.
Yeah, it's like sweet tea, but it has like this coconutty kind of earthiness to it that was amazing.
You lost me at coconut.
Yeah, you lost me. So good.
You put the lime in the coconut.
It's like if someone took my least favorite foods. Oh, it's like a tomatoey, coconutty, watermelony flavor. And
Okay, coconut with tomato, then definitely wouldn't work. That doesn't sound appealing to me, being one who does like tomatoes. Coconut,
I'll be right back.
out. Totally out.
Roger. I think everything's working.
We have no sales though. So
How's the-
we
how's
can't
the-
really go anywhere.
Is it-
It's magic,
Right.
Mr. Wizard.
Is the
I think
audio
it's
coming
fine.
through okay for
I'll
you
do
guys?
best.
Illusion.
Okay.
My illusion of
Okay, I'm
sales.
just making sure because I might have
Put it
broken my
put it on my
USB
4 flying stands.
port
Get it
on
up off
my
the
head.
ground.
Yeah. It's a flying boat.
I was telling Reese, I'm in a hotel and I'm like right next to the air conditioner, and when it comes on, it sounds really loud to me. I hope that it's not really loud for you guys. If so, I apologize.
I haven't heard an air conditioner yet.
Not yet.
It's off right now, but it'll kick on. And
Yeah.
when it does, it's loud in my ears.
Alrighty. Well, we ready? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Excited?
Yes.
Scared?
No.
The big D20 is on 1 tonight, so I'm hoping for some good rolls from me.
Uh-oh.
These
Are
are
you the big or the small? Which one?
yeah. These are the well. It's just like the ebb and flow of luck, right? Right now, bad luck is bigger, good luck is smaller. Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're gonna have bad luck. Got it.
Yes.
But welcome back to the Order of the Broken Spear, where we are currently running through an adventure.
Yeah.
An adventure. One adventure.
One.
Multiple.
So last time, the party decided to get into a battle of the bards at an inn, and it wasn't really a win. It was more of a truce and a little bit of a warning, not to
As more of a record deal.
yeah, a little bit of warning from a bard that was coming from a secret society of entertainers, not to
Don't kill
try to
guests.
assassinate the people that you're entertaining.
Difference of opinion.
Thornock got drunk and passed out outside.
Good for him.
After knocking myself out.
Yes, that's true. You did throw the bottle at yourself, more or less. There, a little shopping was done, and a good night's sleep was had, and a good meditation. And the party heard the deep rumbling of something that they later learned was called the Drakhorn, which is supposedly this mythical item that calls to dragons and tells them to gather and and be ready for something happening.
So that sounds something like from How to Train Your Dragon, when all of a sudden all the dragons swarm
Yeah.
and then go to that one spot.
Because the guy's like yelling,
I guess.
or it's like Wreck-It Ralph.
No,
from
I was.
Beacon Split.
No, I'm thinking like the dragons go into the cave to feed the bigger dragon.
Oh,
That's what I was going
yeah.
for.
Okay, yeah.
The drone.
That's even more dangerous.
The
Yes.
five-headed
But the
beastie.
party ended up attending the first Council of Waterdeep, where a group of nobles and interested parties were gathering to discuss the movements of the Cult of the Dragon. They told their story to these interested parties in an attempt to get them to band together and fight the cult, and they discussed their next steps, and it seemed like the most logical step for them was to go on to a boat and travel north again to the Sea of Moving Ice, which is the last known location of the Drakhorn. Along the way, they asked for money and got counselors mad at them a little bit, but all in all, they seemed to have a really...
I feel like, why is this like, oh, everybody's mad at me? I thought I did good. I'm like, hey, can you fund our party? Like,
Oh,
you know, it
sorry.
depends on your racist survival for us to succeed. And they're like,
Pay us.
don't ask for money.
Pay us or we'll let the dragons eat you.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with that? It's capitalism. Or whatever. Whatever it's called in this realm.
It would be...
Lowercase.
Mercantilism.
merchant.
Lowercaseism.
Yeah.
I actually really would like to, if you're done catching us up,
I am.
first thing that I would like to do actually is I left really upset last time, like chip on my shoulder, fish and chips on my shoulder.
Is this you as a player or you as a character?
Mad at the snobbish council that so summarily dismissed us, and I want to like go back in and give them a piece of my mind before we get on the boat.
I'll tell you what's for.
Okay, good. I'm not the only one feeling this way. Ari's got my back.
So you're going to march back towards the doors of the council chamber?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna punch the door in, actually.
Wow.
Well, as you approach the door, the two guards that are standing on either side of it move forward a step and pull out curved elvish blades and cross them in front of the door. And they say, "Can we help you?"
I say, I have unfinished business with the council. It won't take more than a moment.
I need you to roll me a persuasion check.
Hold on. Sorry, can you guys hear the AC? It just kicked on.
Barely.
Yeah,
it's
just
real.
barely.
It's real quiet.
It's barely.
It's more of an ambiance. Your character's bringing up this like wind power.
The wind of the monk.
Okay, I'm not kidding. Rolled a natural 20.
Are you kidding me? The guards.
They're in the
The guards look at each other, and one of them shrugs the other. They go, "He was just in there, right?" And the other one goes, "Yeah, I don't think King Melendrock will be too upset if the elf comes back in." And they uncross their swords and they say, "Make it quick."
Those guards are fired for sure.
Literally fire.
I throw open the doors.
The entire council, which is in mid-conversation, just stops and turns to you. And Onthar actually stands up as you start walking in.
Uh-oh.
And I hold up my hand and I say, "Lords and ladies, the way in which we were summarily dismissed just now was ill-deserved. Meeting because you know of the grave danger posed by the cult and their foul overlords. We have told you firsthand of the death and destruction they have already wrought on the towns and villages that many of you are leaders of. Spare no expense to fight this evil, and most of you appeared, at least, to be moved. And yet, the moment my companion asks for financial assistance, dismiss us as money-grubbing adventurers. May I remind you that were it not for these money-grubbing adventurers, Glazehail might be, at this moment, ravaging the town of Neverwinter. Resmere might be laying siege to the town of Luskin. People would have been lost as a result, to say nothing of the cost of repairing the damage done to your cities. The tools we use in our fight against this evil do not come cheaply. I have yet to meet a blacksmith who will craft me a sword for free, who will give away their medicines without cost. No innkeep has yet to shelter or feed us at their own expense, and so we pay our own way as we strive to rid the world of an evil that plagues us all. Now, if you need to feel superior, I only hope that you won't tighten your purse strings when the soldiers who fight for you, or the stonemasons who build walls to protect you, ask to be compensated for their efforts on your behalf. And I walk out.
I slow clap and walk out behind. That kind of.
The elves close the door behind you, the two guards, and they look at each other and they just know that they're in deep shit too. Okay, I'm writing down a few notes here.
Don't piss off Ari.
It's interesting what a whole week of planning can get you for speech-wise. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Great speech, Ari.
Absolutely.
Round of applause.
Yep.
I feel better.
You said exactly what I wanted to say last time, but I was too drunk.
No. You tried your speech, but then
Aki
it
was
just
just like,
came out as.
Gus opened the door and goes, yeah! And then Gus it closed.
I'm with him.
Booyah!
She's with me.
Okay, so now that is handled, okay,
Bravo.
let me, I need to gather myself here. That was probably the most I've been thrown off in a while as far as the DM goes.
They all gather their tongues from the floor.
Blow it up like a
Here.
carpet.
That definitely is going to have some effect for certain parties, for sure.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Either for good or bad. Probably both.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's okay.
Okay,
Can't make an
so
omelet without breaking eggs.
you are now in Waterdeep. You have a mission in mind, and hopefully you remember the ship name.
Mazel tov.
I have it written down. No, wait.
the.
We don't want to get on the wrong ship.
It's the big one.
That would be disastrous.
On our
Scroll. All right, it is. Okay, someone the frost skimmer.
Frost skimmer.
But is there anything else that you want to do before you head out shopping?
I'd like to find some potions.
Yeah, we need some health potions.
Yeah, I need to stock up on some healing potions too. Did that apothecary lady have any more?
So that the apothecary in that particular market did have more just regular healing potions. Although you can go searching for other options. That's not the only marketplace in Waterdeep. It's one of many.
Huh.
I wanted to try to find a super fancy armor shop.
You are wearing a super fancy loincloth, so it fits that you would want fancy armor to go with it. Okay, let's go ahead and...
Does the armor go under the loincloth?
Are you just going to go...
That's a good
Like Superman.
The armor is everywhere beside the loincloth.
So are you just going to go looking yourself, or are you going to ask somebody to help you?
I'm just gonna wander off and see if I can find it myself.
Okay, so Thornok goes wandering off.
Don't get jumped. We just got,
Yeah.
heat on our back, potentially.
Like, there's already, 3 hits out on you from nobles. Those little punks. Turbo Raven young punks.
I'm gonna be pretty on edge walking around.
Okay.
Last time I was here. so-
Is anybody else...
I wanna look for
Ari, are you going
better
back to that apothecary, or you're searching for another...
I mean, let's stick together. You know, I have a feeling if we can find a fancy armor shop, there will be somebody making healing
I'll
potions
begin
nearby.
hunting. Let's get together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need an investigate check. Or actually, is there streetwise? Is there streetwise in this?
No.
Oh, of course there's not
I feel
streetwise.
like you always
have
ask that.
something like that, I swear.
There's
Hold
survival.
Well, yeah, because of your background, you might have...
Here's
on. My hero gave me, but it might just be in Baldur's Gate. Hold on.
There's investigation.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get an investigation check from Thornok, because he's the one leading, and I'm guessing that he's not going to be moved when other people start breaking off in other directions.
Urchin feature city secrets. You know the secret patterns and flow to cities and confined passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss. When you're not in combat, and you and companions you lead can travel between any two locations in the city twice as fast as your speed would normally allow. So it's not for finding, I guess. It's just for moving.
Okay. Well, you'll get there twice as fast, and all that takes is making Thornock turn left when you want him to, like Mr. Hyde and
Turn left, Mr. Hyde.
make him turn left, boy.
Investigation, you say?
Yeah, it's investigation for Thornock specifically, because he's the one technically leading.
11.
All right. So let's see here. Yeah, so you guys are wandering around. Thornock is leading everybody along, kind of on this crazy adventure around Waterdeep, and Ari's getting you there twice as fast. And you come across this marketplace near the docks, and you can actually see that this marketplace has a full, like, arching sign over it that says "Welcome to the Gilded Hall," even though it's an open kind of market, right? And you see that there are a lot of fancy-looking shops in this area. There's a lot of, like, gleaming armor at Sir Mortenson's Gleaming Armor Emporium and Moonbase. And there's all sorts of different, like, alchemists. There's even a few magic shops in here that look a little bit more fruitful than your previous one.
I would like to go to one of the alchemists and find some better healing.
Okay.
Basic.
Yeah. I say we all go with them.
All right, so you guys walk inside Thornock. Everybody looks like they're heading to the apothecary. Are you going with them? Or the
Inside of
alchemist?
Thornock.
Nope.
Nope, Gleaming Armor Shop and Moonbase.
I'm gonna go with Thornock. I'm gonna
You kind of promote yourself to caretaker.
yeah,
Okay.
just make sure that nothing happens to him. Plus,
Poor decision.
I would like to see if there's anything for me that I can get.
Okay.
Upgrade wise.
All right, so we'll start with the armor shop. You guys walk in, and there are several people kind of running around, you know, getting armor prepared. You can hear the sounds of the smith in the background, but it's all very out of the way. Like, this front area is a nice shop, and the gentleman walks up to you, and he kind of cleans his hands on a smock that looks way too clean for a normal blacksmith, but the front man.
It's like gleaming smoke.
It's the gleaming smock. It's made of metal.
Mr. Smock.
And he goes, "Well,
Take a
welcome. Is there anything that I can help you find today?"
Do you have any healing potions by chance?
So this is actually Thornock and Lunera at the armor shop. So
I was distracted.
that dang fan.
Dang air conditioning.
I would like the fanciest leather armors that you have.
And he looks around at the mostly metal shop, and he goes, "Over this way." And he goes over to, like, the thrift section. Here's your 11 coming into play. And he actually does. He takes you up, and he kind of shows you this really very well put together, surprisingly for being in kind of this packed in corner, dark brown leather armor. And he points at it and he goes, "We have this nice regular leather, or we can do studded leather if you'd prefer."
Is it magic?
Oh no, I'm afraid we don't enchant items here. We just make the armor itself.
Oh. I'm immediately less interested.
Well, think of it this way, Thornock. We could buy the armor, and then we could probably find an enchanter who could enhance the
plans.
or find plans. But we could find an enchanter who could enhance the armor that you buy today.
I need, like, medium armor with, like, a +6 to armor class. My armor class sucks. That's
So-
what I'm looking for.
So my friend would like some studded armor.
Right. So we do have this fine set of studded armor over here. It provides you moderate protection. 12 plus Dex modifier. The NPCs aren't really allowed to talk in game terms.
That's still worse than me being naked.
We're not allowed to break the fourth wall, sir.
I'm just doing my job, sir.
It's a good store policy.
So I'm gonna try it on.
Yeah. Yeah, so
And
they help you try it on.
I'm gonna
It's
try it on.
pretty tight. You feel like it could provide some protection, but it's very limiting for your movement. So, yeah, it is. Oh my gosh.
Retake.
It's 12 plus Dex is basically what you're gonna get with studded leather. If you're wanting some medium armor, that would be things like hide or a chain shirt or scale mail, things like that.
Do I get disadvantage on stealth checks with scale mail? Sorry, metagaming for a minute.
No, yeah, you do get disadvantage on stealth checks with scale mail.
I'm gonna look at some scale mail. I want to try it on.
Okay, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's you get what's your dex, by the way?
It's just a +1.
So that would be a 15 AC.
That doesn't go up a whole lot. I'm at 14. And I'm naked.
Yeah, anything higher than that, you're gonna get disadvantage on. Like a half plate is technically medium armor, and you get 15 plus dex.
Does he have any weapons? Or ask him in there, do you need anything? Is there anything that looks good for you?
If you do ask him about weapons, first of all, Hazaran goes, "What?"
Don't piss off Hazaran either.
Just a question. Chill, man.
It just kind of seethes on your back a little
He's
bit.
cool. He's cool, man.
You're in a fight with your sword now.
We'll murder some stuff later. Just chill for a minute.
We better.
Yeah, I'd like to see if there's thing better.
What are you wearing currently?
I don't know.
You have really good stuff. You guys aren't gonna find anything better than what you got.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you've got splint or plate.
I've got plate.
Yeah, you got plate mail, which is
Magic
yours
plate.
is enchanted. So I think
Okay.
yours is good as far as armor goes.
And then weapons are good.
Weapons would be another store.
Oh.
We're just an armor emporium in
Right.
Moonbase.
Right. Well, I think I'm good here. Otherwise, Thornock.
Okay, Thornock's already gone.
He peaced out.
So meanwhile, at the apothecary.
Thornock?
Yeah, so
Do you have any fancy armor available? Oh wait,
the gnome looks over you and goes, "I have potions. Do you like potions?"
We're actually looking for some healing.
Ah, what type of healing potions are you looking for?
The stronger, the better.
Well, I do have a few potions of
Healing
supreme
type.
healing if you would like. They,
And what would those cost?
oh, they're about 5,000 gold apiece.
I'll take 6. Just kidding.
His eyes kind of light up a little bit for a moment there, and then he gets really disappointed. You realize I get a cut of all the NPC profits, right? So,
We're thinking more of a greater one around that level.
oh yes, of course. I mean, so we have definitely some better than average healing potions. They're about 100 gold each, if you're something like that.
I'll take 2 or 3 of those.
2 or 3?
forgive me as I metagame. What's the difference between like cheap healing potion and greater healing potion?
The amount of
2d4
hit
plus
points. Let me just.
Yeah, it's a hit
So
points.
regular potions.
It's 40. Is it 2d4 plus 2?
Or is it
Is it
they are
2d4
2, they are
plus 2?
2d4
And
plus
the other
2.
one's like.
And then
44?
graders
44 plus?
44.
Yeah, so healing potions are 2d4 plus 2. Greater healing potions are 4d4 plus 4.
And it's 50 gold or 100 gold. So basically,
You're doubling the
double
amount,
for
yeah.
twice the gold.
But it's half the actions that it would normally take to
Right,
get you
right,
that
right.
same.
I'll take.
I would like one, please. I'm poor.
I'll take 1 greater and 2 of your small.
Wonderful.
Right.
And he starts putting them up. The greater healing potions are kind of in a nicer stopper. You know, they've got kind of, they're crystalline a little bit on the top, and they're kind of a deeper red, basically.
I'll take 2 graders as well.
All right. And there's the AC.
Found it.
And I actually want 8 of them.
8.
Yes.
Just a second. And he starts like rifling through just to make sure that he has enough potions. And he pulls out 8. And he says, "This is it. This is the last of the greater." Are there any other potions you're looking for? We do have many varieties.
Do you have anything that might help abate cold?
And while I'm gathering up my potions, I actually hand 2 over to Ari. And I say, you probably might want to keep these. Use them wisely.
Let's see here.
A gift horse in the mouth.
Oh, whoops.
Trying
I
to
have
make
2
sure
staffs
here.
of healing nut. I've got 3 staffs.
By the way, did you name the episode?
I did. This one is Blunders the drink.
Okay, perfect. That
I
sounds
figured
about
it was
right.
going to be something to do with water.
I do have some potions of resistance, although they are more tuned towards extreme environments, such as I don't know, the breath of a dragon or something. Not that you guys are dragon hunters or anything.
How much?
You
You've piqued
Can we
my
all
interest.
just like
my,
look
my good
like
my good man.
Oh.
You've piqued my interest. I cannot lie.
Where is it? They're 80 gold apiece.
80 gold apiece.
Yep, and I've got 10 on me.
And that is the dragon.
It's just potions of resistance in
Resi-
various
oh,
varieties.
resistance.
All right, is there a specific variety that you're looking for?
I would like to get something that might help abate the cold. I be going on vacation soon, and
Okay,
might
I
be in
have
some
3
colder areas.
cold resistant.
I'll take 2 of them.
2 of them?
That's 80
And-
gold.
While you're doing this transaction,
And then hands with you. Yep.
and is there a place where I can I've got this mantle. Is there a place where I can get this lined with fur or something? For
Oh
my
yes, there's a
trip?
what would a fur lining place be? A haberdashery? I don't know. There's a haberdashery. They also do fur coats.
Beautiful.
They're just down the street, and in fact, there's a lot of. If you guys are going for winter wear, there is a lot of winter wear stuff down there. If you're looking to make sure that you're extra padded.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be fantastic.
We should go there.
Question out of character.
Okay.
Because I realize I have a lot of stuff in here that probably needs to be sold. Like, for example, so since I do have the plate armor equipped, can I sell the splint armor?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll go over that
Another day?
because that was supposed to be done when you guys were in Luskin
Right.
between
Yeah.
sessions, and I think we just forgot to do yours.
Yeah,
Because, yeah.
because I forget things.
Gosh, sometimes I forget things.
Cool.
Hey,
You guys want to hit up the haberdasher?
I know, I was,
Yes.
one more curiosity. Do you have anything
Not a fan
that
of those.
helps you in should you fall into the water?
I do have some
Gillyweed?
potions of
Floaties?
water breathing. Yes.
Wait, don't you have
Water wings.
Yeah.
I do.
Pool noodles?
I,
Can I get a pool
don't-
noodle?
I just want to be prepared for anything.
I'll run around with it like this.
I'm not built for the water, you know, especially the cold water.
It's true.
I can see that.
I do. I have 2 potions of water breathing. If you
And how much do those run?
Those are 90 gold apiece.
90 gold apiece. All right, I'll take both.
All right. Puts it up, and he kind of like he's got a whole like bundle for Brahm at this point because he's got.
And I would
so
like
it's-
you to remember us. We are the Order of the Broken Spear, and we were probably becoming more frequent in your establishment.
Wonderful. You guys will be in town often to buy more wares.
Oh no, we're never coming back.
We'll be back.
Very
I mean,
flustered.
not sure yet.
Some of us might not come back.
Yeah.
Well, that's the danger with adventurers. Right. At this point, Thornock and Lumiere can't walk in. Right. But yes, I mean,
Use a
it,
potion.
I'm sorry, big fella.
Give me some potions.
Of course, and he just starts pulling out random potions and putting them in a box. And he finishes, and he's got like 12 potions in the box. And he says, "This right here is only 500 gold. It's a mystery box."
Done.
Nice. It's Loot Crate for potions.
Would you like to sign up for our monthly subscription to get 3 potions a month?
And
a chance to win our mega potion crate.
Okay, so take 500 gold off, and you now have 12 mystery potions.
Without labels?
Yes, they do not have labels on them.
Ooh.
And now
I may be able to help you
Could be like
identify.
Transmutation potions.
this one
I've got
looks like
I think
it
I've
might
got
be
some
just
alchemist
mule
supplies.
urine. This one could be.
And we all know how you guys do with mystery liquids.
Drink and find out later.
You guys
Fill
haven't
up
drank
my
that
cup.
one that you have.
The black one.
The green one?
The green one?
Oh, the
It's still in that bottle.
Yeah, it's still in your bottle.
Still in that
Hey,
bottle.
wait, was it black or green?
We kept the.
we kept the green.
Black
We
one made you drink the green.
Yeah,
one made
we
you
kept the
grow.
green in case we found other people.
Mhm.
That's why we're.
Yeah. We weren't sure.
Anything else that I can do for you all today?
I'll take some healing potions, please.
I'm afraid all I have is the extremely expensive one and the normal cheap ones.
What is the expensive?
5,000 gold.
Oh. It'd be like liquid gold.
And the expensive, or the, excuse me, the cheaper?
50 gold.
Gold?
Each. And I have 32 of those.
Oh, for the most expensive one, couldn't you just cut the price in half? Should you like put 2 bottles, water it down a bit? Well, it's good.
I just get... Out! Out of my shop!
No, fair enough, right?
Come back again, though, but out!
yes. Here's your gold, and like take my bag, and I start marching out.
Yeah. Future
Yes.
bit of reference for the rest of you. Do not mix potions or water them down or anything.
That's Thornock's like. Don't put it all together.
12 mystery potions, 1 mega potion.
If you drink them all at once, it's got to do something good.
There's gonna be our first character death.
5,000 hour energy drink.
Goodness. 50 gold, you said?
Yes,
For
each.
Okay.
Mhm.
Trying
Really
to do
funny.
them.
What do you want?
I don't know. How many
How
should
much?
I
How
get?
much is it? Like, how much does a potion weigh?
I think it's
It's
a
a pound, right?
I think it's just a pound.
Yeah, you gotta be
It's
careful.
Yeah, 1 pound.
Hundreds.
Yeah, well, it depends because the potion cold resistance does not have a weight, but the greater healings do.
Yeah, but we all have
Bag
bag of holdings,
that's
which are
true.
500.
Okay.
Except for you.
Oh, you don't. You didn't get one, huh?
Yeah. She hasn't bought anything with her money yet.
No.
Spend your money.
So I'm not like
You're
18
rich. I might rob you later.
platinum.
Do you have like
Anyway,
conjure food as a
you know what?
cantrip or something?
No, but that'd be awesome.
Good dairy.
I'll buy them all.
Because
I
we might
have
need some
All
rations.
32.
I have
the boat.
12
Nah.
days of
The
rations.
The boat has them.
Scurvy.
Is that
Oranges.
rations?
Got a bunch of
Yeah.
oranges.
Okay.
Don't let that one
How
fall.
long
Yes.
are we gonna be on the boat?
Alright.
Do we
How
think?
much gold is it?
It's actually 16 years old.
All right, so he starts pulling out crates of these minor or these regular healing potions and setting them up for you. So you bought all 32 of his regular healing potions.
Nice, clean this guy out.
Yeah. Please do come again. And tell your friend to come back inside, please.
Yeah, we basically have a cleric.
all right. And then I'm
Here,
gonna be,
take it.
I'm gonna be taking each of the
Can I have
potions and
another?
putting in my backpack.
Yes, if we could please, and then I can give you some gold if need be for the bag space.
Right,
Did
here
we
you go.
ever-
Fill her up.
Did we ever find out how long our sea voyage would be? How many days? Because I only have 12 days of rations.
No, you should go back and ask the council.
Oh, they are probably. I'll chance it. 12 days sounds
Excuse
good.
me, dear gentlemen. Do you by chance know how far it is to the?
I'm sure they have like food on the ship.
Or fish in the water.
Sure, but what
Are
if
you
we
right to
had a
the-
bad day and we didn't catch
Just
it?
shock it with
How
lightning.
far is the sea of moving ice from here by
We'll
boat?
be fine.
Ooh,
Whenever you see a whale or a dolphin,
Just shock it.
shock it with lightning and we can eat it.
Or I'll just polymorph
Let me
into a
just
shark.
try to remember my basic geology.
No problem.
Killer
I
Mapography?
Cartography?
Thank you.
Cartography.
I'm not as good with it as I thought.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Seems to be a
I
jack
kind
all
of put you on the
trades.
spot, and I apologize.
You should be sorry.
Would like to know in seconds, by the way.
Is that miles or nautical miles?
Are we traveling by land or by sea?
This is by
Parsecs?
sea.
By sea? It actually should only take you a few days.
2 days.
Perfect.
Right, perfect.
Let's hit up that haberdashery then.
Excellent.
A haberdashery that does for somebody look up what a haberdashery actually does.
Right?
They make
Just in case this could come up.
Wouldn't a tailor work in leather as well?
No,
or
that'd be too
clothing?
easy. That doesn't make any sense at all.
The leather working tailoring emporium.
You've been most helpful. And again, what was your name again? I'm sorry.
It's the haberdashery is
Bill!
a haberdashery is defined as the shop of a haberdasher.
If you look up haberdasher, does it say one who resides in a haberdashery?
a dealer in goods for dressmaking and sewing.
Oh, look at me with the knowledge.
They all have
She's a
cold
fancy
resistant
tailor.
dresses now.
Yes, everybody.
Yeah.
Cold resistant
Fancy
kilts.
tailor. I
Everybody
like
comes
it.
out looking all fancy, and they got you're ready for sea moving ice prom.
All right. Well,
Actually,
thanks
sorry,
for
this
your
is
help.
Sadie Hawkins.
Thanks for your help, Bill.
Yes,
Thank you.
Bill.
Whizzlecrack is the
We'll-
last name.
What's up, Craig?
It's on the door.
I
Whizzle.
see. We'll be back at some point.
You look up, and there is literally like a door hanging from the ceiling, like horizontally, that says Whizzlecrack on it.
Interesting. All right.
Hufflepuff.
Thanks. Thank you, sir. Bill. Whizzle crack. Goodbye.
Bill, it's been a pleasure. Always good to deal with one of my own kind.
Yes, of
Was it
course.
no? Oh. I
So
mean, I
what's
should have told
We
you.
alchemists have to stick together.
Indeed.
That was so convincing.
Indeed. All right, so you guys head to the haberdashery.
Haberdashery.
Yes.
And you get the nicest furs.
Is the guy's last name Taylor?
Yes. Yes.
The caste system is strong here.
Can I get a fancy winter-oriented loincloth?
Jim Taylor.
It's got a foxtail on the butt.
Oh, actually,
Snow Fox.
his first name is Hyde.
Hyde
I
Taylor.
prefer it to be a town tiger, but I can do fox.
Yeah. So he kind of looks you over and he goes, I guess I could work something up. I don't really want to take measurements. But I can eyeball it.
I imagine at this point
It doesn't bite.
the pillowcase the pillowcase just gets thrown out.
Yeah, here. Use this as a.
I take the pillowcase off and just hand it to him.
I'm leave.
He uses like the pencil.
Yeah.
I have a mantle with properties that are good for me.
Uh-huh.
And I would like you to make this warmer. And I just
Of course. I'm assuming that you're all in here to get winterized clothes.
yes.
Correct?
Yes, indeed.
I could do that. When do you need them by?
Today,
Now.
if possible. Tomorrow at the latest. We will pay extra for a rush job. Just it needs to be quality.
Yes, usually it would be 100 gold to winterize something. That's the cost of the fur and labor. But with a rush job, 200 gold, and I can get it to you within a couple hours.
Sure. Sold.
All right.
Sure.
Actually, a really good rush job. Like yes, 200 gold each.
Okay,
Mhm. Yep. So if you're getting your clothes winterized, 200 gold.
200.
Or if you're adding winter padding to your armor.
I feel like I would be okay.
If you just get a cloak,
I,
you might be fine. Which would be like 50 gold for just like a cloak. Actually, no, it wouldn't even be 50 gold. It'd be like 5 gold.
Okay.
Is
So
I'll
then
take one of those.
that would be
Okay.
205 gold
No, it'd just be 5 because you're not going to winterize your clothes.
because I
you just
have
get a cloak
Yeah.
over everything. Yeah. What kind of furs does he have? Is it like one kind, or does he have like many choices? Or...
Yes, this is sorry. That would be the most basic fur that we have.
Okay.
Kind of a fox fur, or sometimes we get a little bit of wolf fur in. That's about the same quality. However, if you're looking for something truly amazing, I do have something a little nicer.
What would that be?
And he kind of looks around a little bit, and he kind of leans his head out, towards the door to make sure that there's no city guards by. And he kind of reaches underneath the counter, and he pulls out this big kind of pack of fur and just drops it on the ground. And roll me a nature check, Tavish, because you're a ranger. And Thornock, too, can roll me a nature check.
I'm not. Okay.
I have in my inventory a winter wolf cloak.
You do? Oh yeah, you can just wear that. If you,
I don't need to buy anything. I'm keeping that baby.
Okay, technically, like if you want him, he can modify it to make sure it fits you better.
Sure.
Because it was
As
technically
long as
made
it
for
costs
a
me
troll.
less than 5 gold.
Yeah, a couple gold would be fine for that.
I can pay for it, poor elven girl.
18? That's Yeti fur.
I want this on my mantle of spell resistance, not my fire praise mantle. That would be cool.
So this Yeti fur does cost probably about 300 or 400 gold more.
I will be fine with fox fur. But
Okay, Jon Snow.
I am really. This is impressive.
Don't know anything.
It is
Jon
very
Snow.
nice. I was very lucky to get my hands on it. Apparently, there is a member of the Emerald Enclave in town, and recently been on the hunt. Yes. So
I wouldn't know anything about enclaves or emeralds.
Down after you.
Or emeralds.
I'm not usually an emerald man myself. I'm more of a
Amethyst.
sapphire.
Oh, sapphire.
Actually,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Mhm. I was born. What month is sapphire? Like March.
Gemology.
September, come on, bro.
Oh, sorry, my
September.
bad. I'm a May, so I am an emerald. So I can't figure any other stone out. All right, yeah. So he says, come back 2 hours. Everything will be ready for you, and
Beautiful.
we'll be good to go.
Excellent.
While he's doing that,
Mhm.
can I look around the marketplace and see if there's any like magic item shop,
Oh yeah, you can
like
find
a jeweler?
Okay. So you're looking for like a magic jeweler, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Like,
wouldn't
get
be able to
ring.
find a specific person that's just like jewels, but there is like a few magic shops that have like seeing gems and things in them.
I want to try to track down a ring of cold resistance.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigate check. Let's see if you can find anything like that.
13.
13. Let's see. You're not going to be able to find a ring of cold resistance, but let's see. Cross that. Do you tell anybody else that you're looking for it?
No, I kind of just slide away from the group after the haberdashery in the haberdashery.
I kind of follow behind because I'm looking for magic.
So go ahead and roll me an investigate check.
Oh, air conditioning.
I hope you feel
Are we
conditioned.
sure that's not a fire extinguisher?
Colby, everything okay?
Good thing you're getting that cold resist stuff.
Investigation. Oh, I have a good investigation. 14.
14. So no, you're not going to be able to find that either.
One more than me.
Well, I'm not looking for a cold resistance. I'm just looking for a magic place in
Oh,
general.
they're all over the place.
I
one
want
right
to
there.
take my staff of fire. What is it called? My thing.
You do find that.
My staff of fire, and I want to see if there's somebody who can transfer the magical properties to my mother tree twig instead of having a staff.
Ooh, interesting. So you kind of wander around a little bit, and you do find this something that focuses more on like arcane research than anything else. And you walk in, and the elf looks up at you and removes his ruby spectacles and says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I pull out the staff and kind of set it on the table.
And he just kind of he picks it up, and he's just like, "This is an incredible weapon.
Yes, it's a staff of fire, and I'm looking to transfer the magical properties from this to an heirloom. And I pull out the mother tree twig.
And he takes it and he looks at it. Where did you get this?
Oh, it's a long story. There's fairies and a tree, and we were small.
You
There was hags. It was a long time ago.
you didn't
Sort of.
steal it, did you?
No, it was gifted to me.
And he looks at it again, and he kind of like bends it a little bit, and then he pokes you with it really quick. All right. So you want to transfer the power in the
break my
staff
stick,
to
man.
the
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this twig means more to me than the staff does. But I like the magic of the staff. So, best of both worlds.
That would be a complex arcane ritual that we're looking at. Basically, you would have to destroy one item and take all of the magical energy in it and transmute it into the other item at the same time.
Right.
That's going to be a pricey endeavor.
You've got a quote for me?
And he starts like looking through his notes, and he comes up and he scribbles something down. And he hands you the piece of paper. It's 12,000 gold.
I will keep this in mind. Thank you.
You're welcome. I would not try that without the proper rituals, he says as you're walking out the door.
I just go, thank you for your advice. Just keep walking.
So eventually, maybe doable.
Yeah, sure. Just
I need to sell some stuff unless someone wants a heavy crossbow.
I don't think anybody wants a heavy crossbow.
I already,
No,
have,
thank
I already
you.
have one.
Although that would be cool to mount onto a turret.
Well, thank you.
Did you end up purchasing that item then?
You never gave me a price.
Oh, I apologize. Just 1,400 gold.
I will do it.
So what are you selling off, Tornok?
I have 2 great swords, a shield,
Okay.
and heavy crossbow.
Okay, the great swords, 10 gold each.
Cool.
The shield. Uh, 2 gold. What was the armor
This
that you were
is
needing?
this is the special one that I had
the special shield.
made,
Oh,
and
okay.
they put horns on it.
So,
5 gold then.
so real quick,
Cool.
I noticed that on inventory it tells you like the gold price, the
It does.
cost of the items. So for the splint armor, it looks like it could sell for 200.
So that's the cost that it costs to buy the item.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, basically you're selling it for a fifth of the cost.
Okay.
But it only tells you that on common stuff.
Right.
So, right. Anything uncommon or higher is like
So the splint
barter
now
for
you
it.
could, or the, you could sell for a fifth of that would be what? Fifth of 2 is 200 divided. Yeah, 40 gold. Mm-hmm. And then you said 2 crossbows, right?
Just one.
Just 1. Heavy?
Yes.
Yeah.
How is a heavy crossbow more or less gold than a hand crossbow? That's weird. No, that makes sense. Hand crossbows would be more difficult. Yeah, properly. 10 gold for the heavy crossbow. Just like laptops.
Sweet.
Anything else, anyone?
No.
Okay.
Let's go get our haberdashery stuff and get out of here.
You guys walk back into the shop, and there is a flurry of activity as 5 people are finishing like the last stitches on it, and they hand it back to you, and you inspect it, and it's surprisingly for 2 hours of work and how frantically they seem to be stitching. This is good quality stuff. Like it's amazing. You
Beautiful.
Yeah, you paid good money for it, and it was worth it. So now everybody has nice fox fur winter gear. You did the Doctor Strange to put your cloak on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My winter loincloth.
He puts on like Doctor Strange.
It's more like
So he was walking around the town.
Oh no! Oh, I just realized.
No wonder they didn't want to deal with you at the armor shop.
Yank it the whole time.
Yeah, it's orc kind.
They're like, we'll give you like 10 gold. Just get out of here.
You drive a hard bargain, sir.
And every time he asked, would you guys like a tip? They all went.
Alrighty.
I'm sure that was hilarious, but I couldn't.
So you guys are all kitted out now.
Yeah. I'm ready.
And now we are on our way.
Kit Fox.
No.
Good
Good
one, Corey.
No, it wasn't a pun. I didn't pun. I didn't mean to.
Unintentional pun.
The best pun.
Your next henchman has disadvantage.
Let's go find our boat. Right?
Okay. Do you remember the man that you're looking for?
I have here, we're looking for... Little brew, that's not... Notes. Come on, notes. At the bottom. Gonna be Larista Half-Face. I have written down.
Larusta Half-Face.
I wonder why they call him half.
So you guys go searching around. You start asking around for Larusta, and they direct you over to this longer boat. That it's almost like a mix between a regular boat and one of those like Viking longboats, right? It's not completely your normal caravel or anything like that. And standing at the bottom of the railing as people are loading things up is he's human. And he's got kind of this like long black hair and this kind of gruff demeanor about him. And as he turns to face you, you notice that the right half of his face is scarred, and it's just like this just. It wouldn't be scratches. It'd be more like it almost looks like burns, but you can tell that it's not from fire. Like it's just like all of these like mesh of scars.
Holy.
And he turns around and he just kind of looks.
Make some guacamole out of it.
He looks around and just like he's looking for something, and then he spots you guys, and he takes a step forward and he goes, "For the Order of the Broken Spear."
Yeah. We are. I'm not gonna be able to.
Yeah. I'm Larusta, captain of the Frostskimmer. You guys are going to be joining me on an adventure north, correct? Yes. All right.
Yep.
Go ahead. Ask.
What happened to you? Sorry, it just came out.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And he turns to you and he says, "Frostbite.
Frostbite. Oh.
The sea of moving ice gets really cold. I'm glad you're prepared."
Reaching my thing and started holding the bottle.
Great. I was gonna say, can we come aboard? But just go straight for the
Go ahead,
face.
ask.
Head on board.
Can I come aboard?
You'll be down in the lower deck with the rest of the crew. Sorry, we don't have any other fancy accommodations.
Okay, we're not fancy folk.
Sweet.
We just are haberdash people. We haber and when we dash.
We happen, we dash. Is it too late to rename the team? We're the Haberdashers.
Unacceptable.
Order of the Haberdash.
So you guys get up onto the Frostskimmer. There's a few other people kind of milling about. The second mate, or not the second mate, the first mate. The first mate is over at the helm, and she's talking with one of the other crewmen, making sure that the knots are all done correctly. Thornock, you feel really at home.
I elbow Brom and I'm like, isn't it bad luck to have a woman aboard? We've got 3!
Can I
At least!
At least.
I don't know.
To which I overhear and just shoot you a glare.
I look at Ari, then I look at the girl on the
I didn't quite hear you because what you were saying kept breaking up.
Oh, I said, isn't it bad luck to have women on board? And there's at least 3 of them.
Brom finds a fistful of salt, throws it over his shoulder.
Just
The
randomly.
dwarf that's coming up the gangplank behind you gets hit.
I do it. It's bad luck.
Bless you, sir. Bless you, sir.
We need to find a priest.
1 day's worth of food gone.
Yes, he's lost
Into the drink.
sandwiches.
Oh no, it's all the tea. It's in the harbor now.
It's the water deep tea party. Massacre.
I look at Akio and I say, I want to make an agility check to like tightrope walk up the rope, like up to the crow's nest. Can I do that?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a dex check.
While staring at you.
Yeah, exactly. The whole time.
I say,
18.
I think of you as a brother as you pass me.
Alright,
Yeah.
19.
So Ari goes walking up the ropes and kind of easily steps her way up onto the crow's nest. So we'll actually.
And I say,
in the crow's nest.
who's more likely to who's more likely to fall overboard, the drunk or me?
I have surprisingly sturdy sea legs.
You can put everybody else in there too.
Everybody boards the ship. Yay!
So
All aboard.
at least two, or at least whatever I call it.
It's just like Sea of Thieves.
Stuff.
Larusta.
Larusta. Larusta comes
Which
up.
I believe means
and
the rooster.
He whistles and they start pulling up the gangplank and he looks over and he says, all of the provisions have been provided for by the council.
Yes.
They said that I was to make sure that you guys were well taken care of on this journey and get you where you need to go.
Very much appreciated. Please pass our regards on when you see them.
You'll
If
probably
you
see them
see
before I do. I'm just on a job for them.
Fair point.
We see.
If it's good.
And then he calls out and people start throwing off like ropes and untying and pulling up the anchor and everything. And
Wait, anchor.
somebody says, "Way anchor."
Wanker!
Does someone reply back? It's really heavy.
I don't know, like 40 pounds? I don't
Like at
know.
least 80.
And he looks at you and he says, if you want, we really don't need any extra help. If you want to help, though, we're always looking for extra shifts. Otherwise, I was just told that if we needed any sort of extra hands on deck for any sort of defenses, you'd be there for us.
Indeed.
Definitely.
How do you, Captain? I will defer to you. How do you feel about Gleeman and having music aboard for the morale of the troops?
Fine, we got a guy that knows how to play the accordion.
Let's sing a
Make
shanty.
a fine shanty.
And the frost skimmer pulls out, the sails go full force, and it kind of picks up and takes off.
We're at sea.
Yep. If we have pirate music, that'd be great.
I know.
Not the pirate music.
We kind of have pirate music. One of them sounds very piratey.
True.
I don't know if it's... Yes, it is this one. When it starts. Like when it picks up.
I turn to the captain as it's pulling out and I say, we're always happy to lend a hand. However you need us. You should know one of us, however, is an experienced sailor.
Really? And he kind of looks between all of you and he settles on Thornock after everybody kind of like starts pointing that way. And he goes, you feel like you know everything well enough, big man?
Oh yeah.
Great. Grab a line.
I think this is a rope, right?
I grab the line.
Okay.
Boat, rope, water. Got it.
Hoist the gangplank.
Wait, is this a half hitch or a square knot? Damn it!
The
I do
starboard bow.
all the
That's what
boat
it is.
things
Hoist
because I'm
anchor.
proficient.
His way.
I'm proficient in boats.
Proficient
so if we
in
need to pull a-
navigating aquatic vehicles.
There you go. So if we need to pull a Jack Sparrow when we drop anchor and spin around and stuff,
You can do
He's
at
the man.
advantage.
Yeah.
At advantage.
Yeah.
That's just Thornock turning the ship on the water, though. He just goes, "Ugh," like pulls. Yep.
Aquaman style.
Nobody knows
Pretty
how he does
aggressive.
it, but he does it.
Like directing the horse.
Yeah.
Is there a crate of mead or a barrel of some sort of alcoholic beverage?
There are.
well, I'd
We do
imagine.
have alcoholic beverages below deck. We do keep them for off-duty crew and try to use them sparingly.
I think I'm off duty, and I just head down to find them.
And he turns to the first mate and he goes, "That would be why they told us to pack 2 more barrels than normal."
That's me.
And she just like nods stoically and then heads back to her duties.
I sell better drunk. I think.
So the first day passes. It's about mid-afternoon when you guys set sail.
Just thinking cabin. I've got cabin fever. I've got to chew.
One day at sea, and you've already got cabin fever.
We've got cabin fever. Cabin fever.
So the first day goes by swimmingly. Haha. Very normal. That's the joke that I make, the pun you don't laugh at. But no, the fake ones. The intentional good ones.
Right. Good.
Yeah. So everybody who does any sort of like research or anything like that can take their day's worth of magic item creation, etc.
Was I working on a luck stone for somebody still? I can't remember. Did we finish those all up?
Who's got a luck stone?
I've got to look
I
strong.
do.
I think
I think we finished those.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm working on anything.
Well, I've purchased this thing for you, and I thought it might come in handy someday. And I'm gonna pull out the blueprints for the pseudo night vision goggles that I purchased. And say, I got this for you.
Oh, beautiful.
You might not be able to make it right now, but I thought it'd come in handy.
Do I have the stuff?
You probably have the residuum for it, but not the materials to actually make it.
I probably should have given that to you earlier, but
It's okay. I'll study it and I'll know what to do when we get back. Store it.
Yeah, it requires like some mechanical components, some straps, some eyeglasses.
Did someone say mechanical components?
Do you have this stuff?
I could help make it.
Yeah, you have enough for at least 2 pairs of goggles.
Let's
If you want.
craft together.
let's craft together.
Yeah.
I want to try and tinker music.
I spend most of my time just gazing in awe at the sea, breathing in the fresh air, meditating.
Nice. Alright, so those of you who are making magic items, give me an Arcana check. If you're making a mechanical item, it's a sleight of hand.
So is mine?
Yours will be Arcana because
Okay.
technically you're infusing the magic.
Ooh, 15.
I will help craft the mechanical part.
So you can spend 100 gold worth.
Okay, of residuum.
Yep.
And I had already bought that, or do I need to spend 100 gold right now?
You've got the residuum to
Okay.
spare, I think.
I'm pretty sure I do as well.
I think that was part of the Luskin stuff, as we agreed that you guys
Right.
had.
Oh yeah, we bought enough.
Yeah,
to-
the residual
that's
things.
right.
Yeah.
21.
21?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah. So it takes you a day, but you've crafted 2 pairs of goggles, basically. And so there's 100 gold worth of residuum on one of them. And I think it requires. It's been so long since.
Alright.
What were these goggles? I think I missed this.
Night vision for me.
They're basically to help him see in the
Oh,
dark,
that's
give him
right.
dark vision.
I'm gonna put them on, but then I realize it's daytime.
They're
And I'm
not.
like,
They're not night vision.
They're actually not made yet, so they're just
Oh, okay.
darker right now.
They're dark vision goggles, not night vision. They're dark vision.
Oh, okay, so they won't blind me. Oh, that was stupid of me. No, I just put them on anyways.
It's essentially taking the dark vision.
Screaming for
Spell,
no
right?
reason.
Is that what we decided it was? It was just the dark vision spell into a goggles?
They're not beer
Because
goggles.
there's a night vision goggle, like
Oh, there is.
specifically. Okay.
I think it gave. Did we decide it was like half of the of whatever dark vision was for? Isn't that 60 feet? So I'd get 30 feet or something like that.
No, it's.
I don't remember.
I can't remember what we ended up deciding or what it was.
Been so long.
It has been. That was like
We're,
one of the,
we're pulling
back
up
in the
like
early
stuff
days.
clear back in
Yeah.
October.
Yeah, this is from
December.
This is from the early days of this campaign.
It's the goggles of night. While wearing these dark lenses, you have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. And if you
Nice.
have dark vision, wearing the goggles increases this range by 60 feet.
Nice.
Wow.
Look like that.
Beautiful.
Bottom up.
Oh, they look sweet.
Yeah, they're like little
Owl.
Yeah, they look like Al.
owl
I'm gonna look like the dude from Watchmen.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, with the cloak and everything.
That's awesome.
So it's an
Father.
uncommon item.
Or actually,
No,
Night
it's-
Owl is Watchman, right? Night Owl.
Yeah, Night Owl. Right.
Yeah, Owlman is the Injustice League from
Yeah.
Earth 3 or whatever.
Yeah, you don't want to be like Owlman. Or you do.
I don't know. It's better than
Yeah.
better than Batman.
Ooh, like 3 people
Goggles
just
of
left
Night?
the channel.
Sorry.
Colby, real quick.
You said it was
is
Goggles of Night?
Is it cutting in and out because of the
he's
internet,
smarter,
or is
more
it cutting in and out because of the sound? Like, do I need to turn the volume up on the mic?
It actually stays pretty constant for most of the time. I think it's just when people like yell really loudly that it kind of starts to go in and out.
Peaks
Sorry.
it.
I almost wondering if it's part of the hotel Wi-Fi because you said a few things and then we catch like the last part of a next sentence.
Yeah, your
so.
speech got interrupted a couple times with breakups there, unfortunately.
There's also
No!
I know we got
Email it.
So like,
we got most
here
of it.
was
Yes,
epic
email it.
speech. You're like, oh, so
Yeah, it was
shout
legendary
cloud.
speech, epic speech.
Shout
Yeah.
cloud.
Rare
Definitely,
speech.
Ari,
Uncommon.
definitely send us a copy of your speech.
Actually, yeah, we could post that up on like the Twitter page. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right, so it's
I
let's
think we're on the
see.
Facebook page too.
Yeah.
Aussie Bobs. Bob's your uncle.
during this time, I also want to craft a couple bullets as well.
Okay.
To replenish my stock.
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand check.
Just a couple.
Well, as many as I can.
He can make 5 a day.
14.
Oh.
5 or 6? 5.
He's fine.
So less than the capacity to go.
Oh, is the capacity 6? Okay, yeah, then 6.
6 a day?
Yep, so you can make 1 clip.
14.
One round.
Alrighty, so the first day passes. You guys are busy crafting away, drinking, meeting the crew. They're nice people. None of them seem to be too overly.
How many of them have paid the iron price?
The only one who appears to be any sort of like, well, I mean, they're all sailors, so they're all got their own different quirks and whatnot. But the one that you notice, and you don't notice this until later in the day when she finally like removes the buckler from her arm. But the first mate, who she's kind of wearing what appears to be like desert garb. She's got like the cowl and everything over her head, and she's got a buckler on her left arm. And when she takes it off, there's actually just a stump there. There's no hand. So she's the one that's mostly mangled out of everybody. But they all look very capable. I mean, she takes off the buckler, and for a moment you're like, oh well, how is she a good sailor? And then she like runs over and grabs the line with her one hand as it's being ripped free.
Teeth.
Well, only
Whatever
one.
most
She's
of them.
only got one
Can
stop.
I,
the other
like,
One
hand.
tooth?
Drunkenly
Old
listen
chopper?
in on people's conversations to see if I hear any interesting sea stories or
Me too.
tales of gods or monsters or whatever.
I'm gonna be gossip
Yeah,
mongering.
I'm really curious because
Okay,
do you want me to roll
perception
something?
check.
I'm really in awe at the sea. I've never been.
Yeah, that's true. This is like
Also, I'm probably really seasick.
Constitution save.
Constitution save.
17.
Right now?
17.
Has Ari spent
Oh.
all of her time up in the crow's nest all day and all night? Just chilling up there.
And everything she sees is just blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside and outside.
It's a 25.
You set me up for that one.
I know.
25, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like you get kind of queasy,
Mhm.
and you probably spend a good first half of the day just like hunched over the railing.
Well,
But-
for probably like the first. Are we still like in the first 2 days?
This is technically like the first day is
Okay.
past at this point.
Okay.
So.
The ocean's blue and we're gonna die.
So the story that you guys hear,
we hear
because you are going to the Sea of Moving Ice, you hear the story of the terror of the Sea of Moving. Basically,
It's a
the
normal.
We should write a song.
Narwhal swimming.
people tell you, or if you ask, or as you're listening in, they start talking about the haunter, the person who haunts, or the dragon that haunts the Sea of Moving Ice like a howling wind, a Rathator.
I'm already cool. Just
He's
You're
basically
always
everybody
cold,
talks
though,
about
so
how
you're
you know,
a
like
devil,
there's
so
anything
rumors
less
that
than
he's
fire
and brimstone.
controlled,
So
like he's
Yeah.
he's taken over entire villages of barbarians to do his whims, or just to like murder them off. Like you hear stories of him just freezing an entire ship in solid ice, and it sits as an iceberg to this day as a warning to others to stay out. And yeah, and then they also do talk about other things. They talk about the scrags that sometimes wander the sea of moving ice. These kind of icy, watery trolls that come up out of the deep, try to drag sailors down.
Don't worry, Brom. It's nothing but stories.
And of course, there's the usual stories of like giant octopus, and, you know,
Kraken.
There's a mention of the Kraken, but people go, no, that's south, man. Then this is the sea of moving ice. There's no
Kraken's like warmer water.
There's talk of marrow,
This
the
is
marrow.
They don't migrate.
Abominable.
Like that.
They don't migrate.
Kraken.
Ice cracking.
The ice kraken.
The ice is cracking.
And then they talk about how much harder the journey is going to get once they get to the sea of moving ice. Right now you got a few days until you get to the sea, and then from there it becomes like this half kind of floating along, and then half pulling it through ice, basically.
Right.
They talk about, the last time we went up there, we all had to get out and pull at one point. And get it
my
up to the other
back.
side.
It hurts. I'm sorry. I must have slipped
Mage
disc.
hand. Giant mage hand.
Big B's hand. Push.
And then Ari stays up in the crow's nest the entire time.
I make myself useful when needed, but for the most part, I'm just
Okay.
looking and breathing.
I actually do want to come up and kind of relieve you of just keeping an eye out on things.
It's good.
Okay, so let's go ahead and swap you.
I'm living my favorite pirate life.
Oh yeah, Thornock is having a blast. He's back in his element.
Drinking lots of rum.
This is the happiest I've seen Thornock ever.
Well,
Look at that
Except when he-
smile.
except when he saw what's her face.
Huh?
Is love.
Oh, yeah.
Dreamweaver starts playing in my head.
All right, so let's go ahead and it's about midday on the second day of your voyage. You are far beyond where you were when the caravan left from Waterdeep, or when you guys left from Waterdeep to go to the fort. So in the distance, you can see the Mare of Dead Men way off in the distance.
What castle is that?
There's
Right,
a
is that where it is?
world
Yeah.
outside of
Yeah, it is the castle
Yeah.
that Castle Neatar is technically in the Mare of
It's
Dead
got
Men.
our broken spears across the door.
We can cut away to that if you'd like, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're good.
Well, I mean, if you want to.
Yeah. Cut away and it's just a castle.
Those damn wizards.
Two guards. One of
They're
them's
not
kind of
taking
like
care of
nodding
it.
off.
All of a sudden, a figure starts running up to them, and then they watch it a little bit, and then it starts back at the place and starts running up to them again. The first castle I built in the swamp fell over, and then fell into the swamp. No, so sorry, off track here. You guys, it's about midday on the second day, and roll me a perception check. Everybody can, but I'll give you advantage on it.
Oh,
You're that crow's nest.
What are we rolling? Sorry.
Perception.
Got it.
12.
17.
17.
Ooh.
3. Akio's below deck.
I'm drunk.
12.
25.
25 from Ari.
Wow.
17.
So anybody who got actually 12 and above.
Yo.
So everybody but
yo.
Akio. Who, yeah. You see this
You're
dark
over the barrel
shape
just
in the
dunking
distance.
your head.
As
And-
the boat rocks, your beer goes away, and you're like,
Whoa.
And then it comes back.
Got it.
So at first it appears nothing more than another ship moving in your direction. Then you notice that the shape continues well below the water as well. And a quick call out gets everybody ready. They're like, there's another ship coming. And you guys are just about to get within range that you could clearly make it out, when all of a sudden the sky darkens and this big not ball, but kind of this big burst of fog just erupts from the figure and encompasses the area, including your ship.
Seen this.
I'm gonna call out.
No, you haven't. There's no movies.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I've seen
call
this
out.
play.
I've seen
Captain?
this play.
Captain. What?
Would I know what this is? Just out of curiosity.
Go ahead and roll me a history check, and you have advantage on this, Thornock, because you're a sailor, and sailors tell stories.
That's me.
That's you.
What should
Don't
we do
ask
with
these
you?
questions.
What should we do with
Natural
him?
20.
Yo, what should
A
we
natural 20?
Beautiful.
Yeah, you have definitely heard of this ship before. This is a ship called the Chainmaker that is said to surround enemies in fog and then take the crews for slavery purposes.
Oh man.
Slavery purposes.
Bloody
Is the
pirates.
fog keeping
You want to share that
kind of
knowledge
low?
with us?
Like, am I clear up here, but then I can't
No,
see
it's-
down into it because it's covering everything?
It
or
is.
it like
It is
I lost
building
audio.
up. Yeah.
And
Can you hear us now?
oh, I can hear now.
Oh, okay.
Thornock, so do you share that information?
This isn't good.
That's what he says. This is.
And I pull Hazaron out.
I say, can you tell us more? Or is that just, I mean, I could have told you that.
Guys, I can't see anything.
I'm below deck. I can't see.
These guys slave everyone.
You sound foggy. What did you say?
I'll go get him. And I go below deck and I drag Akio out.
I'm sorry. I rolled a drunk check for me and I got it like a 2. So
This'll be a fun
I'm
fight.
really drunk.
I just say, not today, they don't.
Give me one more perception check from everybody, please. And you have disadvantage because you're all in the fog.
I rolled the same thing twice.
Oh,
Oh, and I got a 19.
okay.
17.
Did you say perception?
9.
Yes, perception.
15.
22.
Wait, yeah, 15 for me as well. I was wrong.
I
15.
caught the drunk.
Okay, so
Got a 4.
anybody who got higher, we're gonna say Brahm is too occupied.
I
Just
do
I do you want
Oh,
me
you
to?
did roll for Brahm?
I can roll for him real quick.
Okay.
So 7 plus, I think he has a +0 on his wisdom. So I think
Plus
it's just,
1, actually.
Oh, 8.
8, yeah. So it's this one. Wolfwood.
Wolfwood?
Tavish. That's your first name.
Spider bites.
Spider bites. So Tavish, everybody else is kind of looking around, getting ready. They're pulling out their weapons and whatnot, and you just see these two smaller ships carrying people just come rushing out of the water way faster than anything that you might expect.
Okay.
But you do give enough of a warning that everybody can place
I yell out,
themselves.
incoming! Basically.
So everybody can place themselves how they want on the board
Oh,
as the ships are basically coming in from the front.
You still in the
We're being
crow's nest, Scott?
Yes, I am still.
we're being approached from the front sides
I think I'm good with
by
that.
2 smaller boats.
Yeah.
Where do you want to position yourself?
Would you like to
move
center
me,
this
move me
completely?
towards the front, please.
You are in
You are
the
right
exact
there.
front.
You're on the
Right
prow.
at the front.
I want to be on the. I'll be back by.
By the helm.
You see that in the screen still?
I'm gonna move back by the helm and try and position myself in a.
Oh, I want to hide
Behind
behind
the
this
barrels.
barrel or this crate.
So we do see them coming through
Would you
the
be
fog.
closer to?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd be I'd be back here with Braum actually, because
I
Oh, wait, no,
strike
'cause you pulled me
I
out,
strike a
so-
suitably
Yeah.
martial
I'm right next to
artsy
you.
pose, and my fists are glowing with the blue fire.
Blue fire!
it's the immortal Iron Fist.
Flame on! Protect your line. Whatever.
Yeah.
Would I get the chance to
Wow. Don't sound
To,
terrible
like-
about that.
use one of Hazaron's fancy pants spells?
Yeah, because you guys got enough warning. Like, if you want to use one before the fight starts, you can.
I want to use Detect Good and Evil.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Okay, so
that's cool.
Hazaron, you ask Hazaron, like, Like, is that what happens? You ask him that, or
Yeah, I'm like, I need some help. You should tell me some stuff about these dudes.
Okay, and Hazaran replies and goes, "They are evil, not pure evil, but evil enough that your friends won't complain when you slaughter them."
Keep in mind, this is all happening in his head.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're just like,
So you guys just hear it's murder time.
It's murder.
It's
time.
murdering time.
Par for the course. What's a ship pun that's like that?
Do it.
Par for the
Smooth for the sail.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into combat. But first, I'm going to set everything up.
I'm sure Tavish has an idiom, but it's too much fog. There's like a fog in my brain.
everything is so foggy.
Your brain is foggy.
You need me to move. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And this
Oh
boat
my
comes
goodness.
out of the
Oh
fog.
my.
Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna hand you the other one.
Crispy crunch.
This one.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Just
position
as the air conditioning turns on, it's the sound of the boat rising from the waves.
From the camera.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put them. We'll put them as boarding.
Could you, would it be possible to get the camera closer to the ships?
I can get it closer. You're just gonna lose. You might lose some context in the back because of the mast. Is that better? Like off canter.
Dark to me, but I mean, ultimately, I suppose it's okay. Yeah, that is better.
Take mine, and
How's
if you
that?
want, you can take mine, the one that aims towards me, and turn it down.
Oh.
Knock everything else over.
Hey guys.
So, do we have a technical difficulty sign?
Please stand by.
Hand me those two. Yep.
I think that's...
So these boats come out of the water, and come out of the fog rather, and behind them is this wake of rolling water that's pushing them along.
Okay.
And as the boats approach,
Your
the
head's
water
off.
reaches up, and two hands slow the boat down, and these water elementals form up right behind and turn menacingly towards you as well. And we will roll initiative. Do-si-do.
Alright.
Do-si-do.
Initiative. Oh.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Oh, where did you come from?
19.
Do-si-do.
Alright.
17.
Don't call him out.
Yeah.
Don't call him out.
You're gonna drive DM crazy.
Chris.
I got a feedback loop.
Love the echo.
Echo, echo, echo.
Yeah.
It's time.
Rom and Aki are doing an Irish gig.
Don't fall overboard.
I'm gonna have to roll a check to see.
Am I? I don't know.
I might. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see. I might. See. Don't tell me how to play my character, guys.
Sorry. Jeez.
Jeez, guys.
So violent.
Oh, I had rum. Rum makes me mad.
Rum makes me
Yeah, I turned into Sailor Accio.
We should really have different dice because this blends in with the map.
Ooh, you got ice dice for this one. Oh,
Ice.
I usually use this one because it's good luck.
oh
I'll
okay.
use these ones.
They're
If
icebergs.
they freeze on me,
There
I'll use a different set.
you go. The puns are strong.
And I did the Kickstarter for Kraken, and they sent out their things today to give everybody's orders. So
Ooh.
I have a bunch more coming. 6 sets of 11.
Oh, that's awesome.
I went overboard.
These are dice.
Yeah, 6 sets of 11
Yeah.
on Kraken.
Talk to Scott about going overboard on dice.
Yeah.
You also have a dice problem? It's okay, this is a safe place. We can talk about this.
I have
You see these?
5.
Yeah. That's a problem.
I love it.
All right. Let's go ahead. Anybody get higher than 25? Higher than 20.
Exactly.
19.
Okay, Lunera got 20. Who said 19?
I believe that was for enough.
Sorry.
Ari.
Oh, my apologies.
19 is not higher than 20 for those following along at home. Anybody higher than 15?
Nobody
16.
had.
Ari's 19, I'm 16.
Sorry, what was your
15 or higher.
I got 14.
14.
without spotlight you walk home?
Wow.
Math is
You
hard.
rolled a
Math
Me
is
too.
It's been a
hard.
long week, okay?
Okay, so Tavish at 17,
Okay, what
then Thornock at 17, and then Brom at 16, and Akio, what'd you get?
13.
Forgot you had that.
Health
So cool.
counter. So we both. It's a growing addiction.
All right, so I'll let you know now that the
One day
crew,
I'll
like,
have to-
there are more than just
I'll
these
show you.
figures boarding.
Show
The
you
crew
all
is
of them.
busy fighting off plenty of boarders as well.
Okay.
So
They can tell
they're
her
going
when
to
it's
be
fine.
too occupied
Okay,
to
it's
assist
fine.
you.
Yeah.
But we will go ahead and get started.
That's not what bank account says.
It's not. It's true.
All right, so the one
It's hemorrhaging.
Hercules
just
there,
like
Casey. He is going to go.
Hercules.
He's going to go across the gangplank.
1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
5. Is he gonna turn left or is he gonna turn right?
he's actually got one more square to get to Ari, so he's turning towards Ari.
I did
So
it.
he's like on that grate. Yeah.
Yeah. Put him in the left corner of the grate, the left corner towards other.
That one.
There we go.
Yep.
And he comes aboard
Square
and he has this this spiked ball and chain, and he starts swinging it around as he comes on board, and he's going to be making an attack.
Boy.
All right, that is an 18.
I'm a 20.
Okay. And an 18. Wow, he rolled the exact same thing. So he comes in with this chain and he starts swinging it around and like throwing the spike ball at you, a la Crazy 88 style. And you manage to dodge out of the way, and you actually block one of the strikes of the spike ball with your glowing fist and everything. And he looks a little surprised that he didn't expect a man in cloth to be able to resist spiked ball attacks like that.
Female.
That was Ari.
Her.
You
That's
said.
right.
You said a man in cloth.
Man in cloth.
It's heavy cloth. He doesn't know. He just thinks you're a very girly-looking elf,
It's
or
the
just
fog.
an elf.
It's the fog.
It's the fog. It's not me, I swear.
This.
The fog of gender neutrality.
It's thick. Thick and
Neutrality.
abundant.
If I cast Fireball, am I gonna light the boat on fire?
That's a very good question. Is wood flammable?
Okay. If I cast
Is-
Shatter, am I gonna break the boat?
You
Is
can cast
oil-
it 30 feet above the
Is oiled wood flammable?
Yeah.
I don't have any spells to help you guys.
Lightning.
No, because I could catch the boat on fire too. Probably.
Just don't hit the boat.
Yeah.
you want to catch
There's
their
water-
boat
there's
on
water-
fire.
Oh, I can
Whatever.
catch their boat on fire.
Yes.
All right, so
Alright.
that's that
There's
guy.
water everywhere. We just put it out.
Lunera, it's your turn next.
We'll say everyone lean to one side and it'll just like.
I would actually like to attempt. I don't know how many. Let's see. What is my movement?
30 feet
30 feet.
or 25.
I think it. Oh,
So,
walking speed
five
right
or
there.
six
30
squares.
feet.
Okay.
I would like to attempt to get onto that boat.
Okay, so it's
On
6
the-
squares.
So that'd be 1, 2,
Starboard.
3, 4, 5 to get on the boat.
Yeah, 5 to get on the boat.
Yes, I will get on the boat.
So Lunera goes running. They drop the gangplank on the starboard side.
Starboard, I did it!
Yep.
Yeah.
Go on. His port.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thanks to Scott. I
Easy
know
way
that.
to remember. Is 4 letters.
And you just go
Just 4
across.
letters.
Yeah, you go across the gangplanks and you pull out. You've got thunder, lightning out, and you hit onto the ground. And these people again, these guys have spiked chains, and a couple of them are well, the one at the front of the boat looks like she's got a pair of axes, throwing axes,
Okay.
and a bunch more like strapped to her belt.
That one?
Okay.
Legolas, who is a very womanly looking elf. I'll point out.
Okay. Let's see. I'm pretty close to hitting one of them, right?
Yes.
Would you
Oh,
say?
you're right next to two
Yeah.
of them.
Okay, perfect. So
Adjacent.
I would like to attack the one that my head is actually facing. Yeah, that one. And yeah, I think I'm gonna split my attacks up. So I'm gonna do one blow to that one, and then So here we go. Okay, first blow. Uh, 17.
17 will hit.
For 7 damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm gonna attack the one on my right. So remind me, I'm so sorry. It's 2 attacks with my main weapon, and then one final attack with my non. Okay, so that's a 20 to hit,
Okay.
and then that is 11 damage to
Okay.
the other one, and then
Offhand? Which one are you attacking with your offhand?
then gonna go back to the first one on the left.
Okay.
And that's
Dodger.
a 17. Dodge. Go.
That'll hit.
I smell safe.
There's candy in there.
And
Probably just
for 10 damage.
10 damage. And that was which one again? The first one or the second one?
That was the first one
Okay.
on my left.
Alright. So, Lunera, you come across the gangplank and you just kind of like do a whirling, mace hit, smack away some of the chains that are coming at you, and knock these people back a step. So, good job. Moving on. Next is Ari with 19.
Less than 20.
Yep, less than 20. With less than 20.
It is.
So, was there someone that was close to me that was attacking me?
Right here in front of you. Yep.
Yeah, they're 1 square away from you.
The peachy Herculean.
They're on
guy.
the little rail
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yep, the great.
Alright. To attack that one. Wait, actually, on second thought, well, no, I don't really have many choices, do I? Okay, so I'm gonna attack. No, I'm not, because I gotta attack somebody that hasn't gone in combat yet, so I can get my advantage. My assassinate advantage.
I know you just attacked me, but I'm leaving.
You wait there. I'll be back.
Exactly. Let's see. Could I get around him? I guess I'd take an attack of opportunity if I tried,
You
right?
got scars.
Yeah, because you're not right next to him, so you could technically get around to the boat that Lunera's on.
Okay, I want to go over. I just want. Well, yeah.
Well, they're in combat,
Like
though.
part of me dodging his initial attacks was like me kind of hop skipping and jumping around to try and get on that boat too. We'll say that for flavor.
Okay.
So it's not just like
No, what was your
Oh,
plan?
away
I was
from
saying,
you.
doesn't that move require her to attack somebody who's not engaged in combat currently?
No, it's somebody who hasn't acted in the round yet. So,
Oh,
yeah,
so
so-
they have.
yeah,
Okay.
they have to act first.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
All right,
wanted to
so
make sure
let's
I understood
move
that rule.
Ari up at the front over to the boat. I'm
Be right next to
assuming
him?
that she does avoid the gangplank and then just leap across from one boat to the other.
I want to go over to so I can attack somebody that's Lunera is standing next to. The one preferably, if I can,
This
that
one.
she hit. She did 17 damage
Oh,
to.
has this one gone in the round yet?
That one, neither of those have gone in the round yet, and the only one that she can really get to is that bandit
There's
guy.
no space in it, really.
Yeah,
for her to
and
move.
she'd have to take an attack.
Yeah.
opportunity. Hey, go ahead and throw your attacks.
All right, so Let me just remind myself actually what this does because I can't remember. It's been too long. Assassinate, you have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in the combat yet, and any hit you score against that creature. Oh, that is surprised is a critical hit. They are not surprised. So I have advantage.
Nope, you have advantage. Yep. Which gives you your sneak attack bonus no matter what.
Where I rolled a natural 20. I know you don't believe me.
As soon as you leave town,
So-
suddenly you're doing better.
What this tells me is we should just all remote in because apparently we would get better
Seriously.
rolls.
No cameras.
No cameras. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So. Dang it. Get my stuff. I gotta get organized. Okay. Okay, so that one, and I'm doing my sneak attack dice too, so. That would be nice. So 13, 26 plus 9. Plus 6, 32. 32 damage.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Very nice.
So you come leaping over the rail, and as you're flying in, you just like flying kick this guy, and you hear as he tries to like pull up his hands to block you. You just hear the snap as his right arm just breaks, and it just kind of slumps to his side and everything. He's still up, but you've definitely dealt a lot of damage there.
Next attack
Yeah, that's right.
is
Months.
It's like,
17. No, 18.
17 hit, yeah.
It's like a kung fu movie.
4 less damage.
Like 10 kicks in. Crouching tiger,
For
hidden dragon.
Which character?
7.
Street Fighter.
7
does that
damage.
where they spin kick. They go.
Ari, which character in Street Fighter did the spin kick?
Well, both Ryu and Ken. The one that flipped upside down, or the
Stuck the leg out, you're like a tornado kick.
Yeah, Ryu and Ken both.
Bruce Lee. I'm pretty sure that was Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
A Bruce Lee.
All right, and then so he's still up from that hit.
Okay, and I'm attacking again.
No way.
I got a 20. I'm going to video my rolls as I roll them from now on, so that you guys will believe me. I really did roll a natural 20. I swear.
I'm gonna start rolling natural 20s too. I promise you, I am.
I want DM dice cam. Just kidding.
Yeah, bring it on. Okay, so this one is for strike, so it's 6 plus 6,
Or
12.
he's gonna start making like.
Okay.
Roll,
So
you have to use roll 20 to.
you come in and
roll.
your first kick breaks his arm. Your second kick reels him back towards the edge, and then you land on you just do a snap kick and hit him in the chin, and you hear this crack as his neck breaks and he falls back over the railing. The only thing that he says is "Ah!" and Wilhelm screams over the edge. So they have to do one.
Perfect.
And then, can I guess I didn't say first. I was planning on spending a key point to do a final unarmed strike, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The only thing that is within range of you is the water elemental that looks very angry.
Oh.
Okay. Well, did I use all of my movement? Can I move up to the other one that Lunia attacked?
That depends. What's your movement?
5.
It broke up. Say it one more time.
40, so she can move 1 square left. Just 45.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can move one more square, so that should get you in range of the other one.
That puts me in range. Okay.
If we go
So
diagonal.
final unarmed.
That
Final
will.
unarmed
Sorry,
strike.
I will point out that will provoke an opportunity attack from the
Oh, yeah, maybe don't.
water
do it.
elemental.
Okay, never mind then. I'll just attack the water elemental.
Okay.
And I'm not really seeing where that is. It's kind of off in the water, right?
Yeah.
Off kind of in the
Yeah, it's
in
just
the
at
water.
the back
Okay.
of the boat. You want to grab the air elementals? They might look better on them.
I can't really see him in the black right now.
That guy.
Elemental has not taken an action.
Nope.
yet,
Yeah, it's
right?
not taking an action yet.
Look at that lighting.
So, thank goodness for that, because that is a crappy roll. That's better. 19.
19 will hit.
Suddenly our lighting just got.
And for 7 damage is all.
They're wake element. 7 damage.
Foam elementals. Sea
Marsh-
spray.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow elementals.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallows.
Okay. Yep. So you definitely your blue fist goes through the water elemental and there's like a little spray and everything. It does some damage. Next up we've got water elemental and Havish and then Thornox. One. So you're on deck. So the water elemental on the left, my left, near the
really
back of the
angry
bigger boat, is going to
water
move
elemental.
up to the front of the boat. Yep. And he is just going to start pounding, just like these fists of water that just like rush through the wake and start pounding into the ship and start cracking and splintering it. Yep. And then
That's the
Tavish.
crate of oranges. We can't let it be destroyed.
Scurvy.
I'll protect it.
It's K.
Okay, so Tavish is up. Thornock is on deck.
I am going to go ahead and I see this water elemental shift towards the boat, and I am going to use my Slayer's Prey on it.
Okay.
And each time I hit it for the turn, it takes an extra 1d6 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
And so I have, is it a move action and action, right?
Yeah, move action, and then
And a bonus action.
I just did the bonus action.
What is that? Yeah.
So I am actually just going to attack it.
Okay.
It'll be a basic attack. I do get 2 attacks.
You put double cross on the top of the crow's nest and lock it
Yep.
into sniper position.
I do.
I'll say that the crow's nest is probably about 30 feet up.
Okay. The range on it is.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, you're still.
But right to me.
And we figured out last time I get 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
As a ranger.
Yeah. Do I get advantage or anything for being in the high ground?
No. The advantage is they don't see you as much.
14.
First cover.
14 will hit.
Okay. That's 20 damage.
Your mystical bullet goes ripping through it.
They are magic bullets.
And make sure you're keeping track of those.
And I'm gonna just fire again at it.
Okay.
12.
12 will miss. So your first shot hits it and it kind of reels back and it comes forward and does another punch on the ship and that rocks you just enough that the second one just hits normal water, which is really hard to tell where one end or one begins and one ends. Did you roll your extra damage, by the way?
6?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Making sure. 'Cause sometimes it's really easy to forget those things. Ari's forgotten her sneak attack plenty of times. So Thornock is up and then next is an enemy.
Am I close to? Who am I closest to? Is it that?
Right now you're in the
Same.
middle of the ship, right here. You're on the top frame. You're on the far right.
So you're
are
fairly
here.
yeah, you're close to a guy, the one guy who actually has boarded the ship.
Okay, I'm gonna murder his face off. But first, I'm gonna rage.
And as you rage, Hazaran screams in your head too. Yes,
Hazaran's a junkie.
he really is.
That's what 5 squares.
They're perfect for each other.
Yeah. Murder adrenaline junkies.
28 to hit.
28 will hit.
I love that rage bonus.
Yeah. Chop him in half.
Reckless. Good weapons.
Hazaran is the cooler. I mean, it's evil, but it's cool.
Drink deep.
Is it like chaotic? I mean, this is metagame. I probably shouldn't ask. So
At least
Hey, I
at least
stopped
you
myself.
know. Yeah.
Good job.
I heard a bird say, "Renegade."
21 points of damage.
Yeah.
21.
Just a parrot. Renegade.
Is your familiar a parrot right now?
Oh, it's a cat still.
Aw.
It's,
Missed
I
opportunity.
can't. It can be a raven.
it's dry heaving a hairball at the moment.
No, because
What
if
was
I
your next attack, Thornock?
change it, I have to redo the spell. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure, and I don't. I mean, it only takes 10 minutes or an hour. I can't remember. I think it's an hour.
The second attack, Reese.
It's to hit.
It's blank to hit.
It's 30.
Roll damage.
22.
22. A powerful blow. So Thornock comes in and just starts like cleaving through this one guy, and gets a couple good hits in, rips through the armor, and has to like stumble back a bit and get his chain ready for the next attack. And then it is actually the bandit on the left. Yep. Yep. He's going to. Whoa!
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
He's going to move across the gangplank up next to Thornock.
Flank.
Bring
Flank.
it.
Flank.
Planking flank. Planking flank. So here's his 2 chain attacks. We've got a crit.
Oh.
Whoa!
You were right. It's coming.
Yeah, and that was a natural roll too. That wasn't me being petty.
Hey.
So the first one does. That's a low crit anyway. 7 damage.
So 3.
Yeah. The next one is a critical fail. I literally rolled a 1 after that. Karma balances me out. So you come in. He comes in with the second swing, and you just take Hazaron and wrap it around the chain, and then toss the chain into the air, and you hear this small thump as it goes into the water. And then the guy actually he's got a hook hand, and he's gonna hit you with that too.
See a hooker?
He's a hooker.
Hooker Harry.
And I crit again. Seriously, I'm not.
And for it.
Okay.
And for it.
He's
So,
like,
but he's not
that's a
doing,
crit.
he's not doing damage with this attack. Instead, he is trying to disarm you.
Uh-oh.
So make a. Oh, it's a strength saving throw. Make a strength saving throw, Thornock. I'm sure you won't get this.
Hold on. Yes! I mean,
What would happen without Hazaron? He would go crazy. His mind is already melded with it.
21.
Yeah. Okay. So he gets the hook around your sword and he tries to do that little like sweeping to get it out of there, but you just kind of you're prepared for that. You've done pirate fighting before.
And you remove his hook hand.
He goes, my hook hand, and he pulls out another hook and attaches it to it. Good thing we all bring backup hooks, and all the pirates go, ah!
one guy's got 2 hooks.
Yep. But they're on his feet.
He walks on them. They're like reversed, like this.
Brom, it is your turn.
Alright, so Brahm. Upon Brahm's turn, I start humming. And I'm going to run to the other side of the boat, this direction, and jump over the edge.
Into the water?
Into the water.
Are you humming? Dun,
I need your mini, please. I'm going to cast Polymorph as I turn myself
Are
into
you sure you don't want to just be a druid now?
I know, right? Into a giant shark. As I sploosh.
Sploosh.
And I'm going to be thinking this in my head the whole time as I'm kind of coming up on it. And I want to try and attack the gangplank.
Okay. So
Because I don't know that I can...
What is it that you're exactly
Beat
shifting
yourself on their
into?
boat.
This is a giant shark, and it has
Hit one with your tail.
bad
and the other.
animatronics.
yeah.
The mouth won't shut all the way. It's like
So
Challenge rating 5, so you're good there, right?
so the challenge rating on it, I believe, is to the level of the person. Let me just make sure. They're equal or less than the target's challenge rating. What's my challenge rating?
Challenge rating is 5.
5? Okay. That is my challenge rating. So, giant shark is what I wanted to train you to. Basically, just get down there, and then I wanted to use my bite attack. Because it has a reach of 5 feet, but I don't know that I can, like, reach up and grab somebody with that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you have enough movement to get to the gangplank and like leap up to try and attack it.
Okay. I want to leap up and basically just try and break it in half so I can get these guys all in their lonesome.
Okay,
And
so roll me a strength check.
that is a 4 plus 6.
11. So you smack into the gangplank and you feel it like rock underneath you because you're not quite used to being a shark, so it hits the top of your nose rather than your jaws.
Oh my
And
nose!
you slide under it, so put yourself on the other side of the gangplank.
Okay.
Hey.
But the gangplank is still there, and it
Okay.
just kind of wobbles.
Okay.
So
So from there, I will make some bubbles. And I guess so here's my other question. I am a 30-foot long shark.
Mhm.
How heavy is it? And how much weight can a boat bear? Because I kind of want to shamu on them in the next thing. So I'm giving you forewarning.
I will look into that
Okay.
while we are moving on.
Okay,
To,
we will continue. So I'm just giving you forewarning, so I don't have to do it on the fly.
okay, this will be fun. So we've got some enemies here, and then we've got 3 enemies, and then it'll be Akio's. Yes. So the archer on the left boat. Yep. Is going to again. All of the ones that have bows are actually they've got throwing axes, and just kind of bandoliers of throwing axes and belts of throwing axes and whatnot. And that one is going to. Where's one?
16 doesn't matter. 20 and
All right, so she's going to pull out 2 throwing axes and toss them up at Avish to try and hit him in the crow's nest, and then the last one she's going to throw down over the edge to try and hit Sharkman. The Sharkman.
I would say I'm covered.
Oh, they already have disadvantage from the range, so yeah.
Okay.
But yes, you would be technically covered from your position. That is a 10 to hit you on the first one.
I miss.
Okay.
And the magical cantrip I used was Shark Head.
And then a natural 1 on the second one, so that one misses. Catch it with the butt. You catch the axe with the butt of your rifle.
I'm just gonna
Nice.
leave it in there. It's just sticking out.
And then the one on the shark, I believe they are technically in melee range,
I'll
so
just grab it.
they're just doing a melee attack with this axe.
AC's 13.
I stick the axe in the end of the gun.
So that's 20.
That does hit.
Okay.
I have natural armor. 126 hit points.
nice.
Oh, cool. So these guys are weapon jugglers, so they're basically like tossing these up in the air and throwing them out of the air. They can hold up to 3 one-handed weapons.
Nice.
Yeah.
Slashing.
So how much damage do I take?
That'll be 9 slashing damage.
Damage. Got it.
Okay, and that's that axe. The second water elemental has an enemy in front of it, so it is going to make a pair of slam attacks on our monk. So the first one is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Seven bludgeoning damage on that first attack. And then the second one is 14 to hit.
Miss.
So it kind of gives you a watery punch that I mean, as it goes through you, or as it goes past you, you basically get soaked, and it does deal some damage to you. Next is the axe number 2, which is that one in the other boat. And she's going for...
The shark.
Sharkhead.
She's actually going to throw her 3 axes up at Tavish. Because there's a gunman in the crow's nest. Getting disadvantage with these. An 18.
That's us.
Okay. So that one's going. 7 slashing damage. Next one is a 17 to hit. Okay.
Would you say he was Xing for it?
He for 6 slashing damage.
Brown.
And then the last one is a 9 to hit.
But all I heard was. I was like,
Akio is up,
But-
and
but
then it's a
the-
couple bad guys.
But when the bubbles came up, it was actually his
popped, I heard
words.
that.
What was the spell in my spell damage? You never remember.
Scorching ray.
Okay, so can I climb up to like here?
You'll roll an acrobatics check for it.
Okay,
With your
I'll
drunk-
go. So that's like half my
Possibly
movement.
go
Yeah, so that's half my movement, and then acrobatics. You said.
Yep.
Skills.
Like a dimension.
10.
10 is enough.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm here.
Yep. You're up on there.
Oh, it works!
Oh!
Hey,
You
okay.
did good.
And then I'm gonna cast magic missile
Did good for a drunk.
at this dude that Tavish has been firing at,
Okay, the water elemental that's
Yeah.
pounding on the ship.
and I'm gonna cast it at the 2nd level.
Okay.
So I get 4 darts, and those auto hit. So we got 5, 16 damage.
16.
Yeah.
You just get up there and you grab onto one of the ropes, and it's just like you just like start flinging these, and they just go right through it. And again, it's just making like little holes that seal up, but it's definitely making the water elemental more unsubstantial. What was the total again?
16.
I got distracted by my own
16.
I'm gonna be entrails.
water elemental. The axe flinger on the other boat, the right boat. Yep, he's gonna do 2 axes at Lunera. Or she. That's a 24 to hit
Yeah.
for 8 damage. And
What
then,
type of damage?
It is slashing damage. So you minus 3. Yeah.
So you said it was 8.
Yeah. So
So it's
Is that because of her armor?
she actually has a feat.
I have
Okay.
2 feet.
She's got a lucky cat's foot.
I've got
The next one's a
my cat
14.
a little closer.
The other one's a 14.
not gonna. Yeah.
And then the third axe is heading for Akio.
Oh,
And
great.
it's a critical fail.
Yes.
So Akio does this like drunken like lean back after his, and it just like right into the mast.
Like
And he-
right in front of my nose.
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow style.
Yeah, that's what I was
Because
thinking
we're on a pirate ship. Somebody's got to be
Drinking
drunkenly like
rum.
Jack Sparrow, right?
too. Drinking a bottle
Or
and
when was all the rum gone?
The chain number 4, which is the guy that Lunera's hit, that's alive.
on my right.
Yep, he's going to do 2 attacks on you. The first one is a 10.
Not gonna hit.
Okay, and then the next one is a 12.
Not gonna.
And then his hook attack is a 12.
Not gonna hit.
So he just comes in, and your armor is just taking the brunt of these hits, so you're good. Chain number 1 is going to attack Thornock. 2 chain attacks. 8.
Nope.
17.
Yep.
Okay, so the 17 hits, and then the hook attack is a 22. So the hook attack hits as well. So The chain is 8 piercing damage, and the hook is nice.
Does that have?
Yeah, but this is not halved. I'm not having anything. The hook is 7 piercing damage. Why they say the chain is? It's probably blood. We're just gonna. Here, it's your turn.
Very sharp chain.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna go back to attacking the one on my right.
Okay.
Here we go. That's a, let's see, 15?
A 15?
Yeah.
That will hit.
Going to be for 11 damage.
11? Okay.
And then come in with the second attack.
That's all you've dealt.
It is a 26.
That will hit.
Okay. Also for 10 damage.
Okay. You can eat that extra one now.
Yeah, I could. And then final blow. Ooh, that one is a miss. It's 9.
9 damage? Or 9? No. That doesn't hit.
Got overconfident. And then I just dropped my dice and it's a 17. Come on!
Alright, Ari, you are up. Enemy is next.
Alright, I will. Well, let's see.
They're pointing at you. Give it like 10 seconds.
Some floating fingers
To-
appear.
I want to try and finish off the one that Lunera is attacking.
Okay. So you're gonna break away from the water elemental.
Taking my chances.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and roll the attack. It's I swear to all of the gods, it is a 20. Naturally.
Confirmed.
So you're saying that it is possible to roll a 20?
Yes, it seems like it is possible to roll
Timora
multiple
has
20s in
blessed
one
him this
evening.
day.
What happens?
Timora, be with us.
28 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
As you like turn
like
your
a
back to
tidal
dive for the
wave.
other one, yeah, it basically just comes down to like tidal waves on top of you.
Belly flop right on your back.
He's got red hand marks.
But now you, if you're still up, you can move.
It's like a wet pool noodle hitting the back.
I'm only halfway dead.
Got welts.
Good thing you guys bought
Okay,
32
I-
potions plus.
Yeah.
Good thing.
So I'm gonna move over to, like, flank the one that Lunera has been working on, I
Okay.
guess.
Get some attacks.
Okay, that's a 27 to
Yep,
hit.
yep, that'll
That
hit.
wouldn't be flanking.
It's any
Is it?
adjacent.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's not necessarily called flanking. It's just anytime
Advantage.
she's adjacent to another ally's enemy. Yeah.
For
That's only for as a
It-
rogue.
damage.
That's her. Yeah, sneak attack.
Or
What was the
not.
total on damage?
18.
18. Okay.
He's a
Exact
rogue.
dice. And then my next attack is a measly 14.
A 14 will miss.
And then I'm gonna spend a key point here and try and hit him a couple more times. So, 14 again.
14 will miss.
And that last one was a 17.
Okay, that'll hit.
Ooh, 7 damage.
All right. Yep. That you pummel into him a little bit. He's able to dance away from a few of your shots, but it's he's looking on the ropes. And then the elemental on the left's turn.
Your left.
One punch in the boat.
Yeah, the one punching the boat.
Here's your boat. Guys,
And he actually, yeah, he's just gonna spend his turn and just keep pummeling, and you hear that cracking sound as he breaks through a hole in the ship. And once and then he pulls out, and once he's finished, he looks up and he looks up at like the two people standing on that mast, and you see his body start to kind of like billow and flow as it's trying to start to come over the edge. That's all he's doing this turn. He's not actually.
Can I see from where did he damage above sea level or below sea level?
You are below sea level.
Did he so he's hitting above it, right? So I wouldn't have seen.
He's kind of hitting above and below it, so it's kind of half and half.
Okay.
So
Like,
yeah, you see that crack and kind of you feel that tug of the water starting to flood in where it wasn't allowed before. And then it is Tavish.
I'm actually going to, on the guy that's billowing up, I want to use my Hunter Sense so that I can try to figure out if he's got any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
Okay. Do you have to roll for that, or does it just give
Nope,
us?
it's just,
Okay,
I
so
just use as I have 3 uses.
Identify.
So he is resistant to acid, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magic weapons. So acid and then bludgeoning and then non-magical weapons. He is immune to poison, and he's immune to exhaustion, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, and unconscious. He's immune to being unconscious. Ha ha ha!
So he's immune to
Wow.
piercing damage from regular weapons.
From regular non-magical weapons.
Immune to it?
No, he's resistant.
Resistant.
Yep. So it's half damage.
So I relay
So
any
you're
pertinent
saying
information.
there's
No
chance?
weakness?
No weaknesses.
No vulnerabilities or anything?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of things don't have vulnerabilities in fiction. It seems like we were talking about with
Yeah,
the
exactly.
whole specter
Undead,
yesterday,
yeah.
where it was like I hit him with holy light and it doesn't do anything.
Unless
Because
the
you would
spell
think
specifically
like
says-
electricity,
you
right?
think like electricity or fire, and 4th edition had a lot of like this fire elemental is weak against cold damage.
Right.
This this water elemental is
didn't
weak
take
kind of
against
makes
Pokemon.
sense because you would
Yeah.
freeze
Get
the
that.
thing.
and that just comes from like playing Pokemon too
Yeah.
much.
Exactly. No, we had the same thing where like, okay, it's holy damage, so it does. No, it's not in the spell's
Huh.
description. So
I
DM's
looked at
DM's
I looked at
choice.
zombies a little bit ago, and I saw the same thing. I was just like,
yeah,
that
like it
doesn't
didn't
make
say
any
radiant
sense.
damage on
Yeah.
zombies. It's like
Uh-huh.
it's undead. Like
Anyway, so that's
Anyway,
you'd think it
you
was.
kind of get a good sense of water elementals. You remember what you know, and you kind of just like analyze it
Mhm.
with science.
I just kind of let anyone know that
Science.
that they are resistant to piercing. You know, I basically say like
Yeah,
swords and axes don't really work against them.
normal swords and axes won't
Yeah,
be
make sure
won't
it's
do
magic.
much.
but my warhammers,
One of your warhammers is magical.
just one.
Your normal one.
Yeah. Iguan.
And I totally didn't realize that regular action. All I have left is bonus action. So
Really, that's a normal action.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing to
Yeah,
do.
it is.
Yeah.
So I am actually going to cast my Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark and the other one that does like cool. I thought those were okay. So
Slayer's Prey is its own deal.
you're like focused in, and then you're just like a little more focus.
A little more.
Thornock, it is your
Is there
turn.
anything like action points in 5th edition? No. What is what's
This dude's still in
inspiration
front
or
of me.
whatever?
Inspiration gives you. Yes, there's a dude in front of you and a dude to your left.
Right there?
Yep.
No.
I'm
sorry.
going to order the dude.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Voices of
Hercules.
Hercules.
So inspiration gives you advantage on a check. You can just use it to get advantage
Or negate.
on, or to negate.
You can't use it to, like on an attack though.
You can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's any sort of ability.
Just not damage roll.
Gotcha.
31 to hit.
That'll hit.
31 lobs his head off.
31.
Yeah, you
that's a
miss.
natural 19.
Nice.
In case anyone's curious.
Now, see, Ari, Thornox rolls, I believe, all the time.
22 points damage.
That's enough to kill him. Yeah, you do lop his head off.
Cool. Give me to the next guy. Actually, can I throw the next guy overboard?
Yeah, you can go ahead and try to do like a grapple check on him.
Feed him to the shark.
I
Yes.
taste the blood frenzy.
That would be a strength check for you. It's a strength check for him.
24.
Yeah, you go ahead and you toss him into the drink, right behind the shark. Sploosh. So put the bandit, on the other side of
Perfect.
the flank.
My shark sense
Oh,
is
and he's
tingling.
Yeah, he's prone.
So now that he's out of the way, I will move up towards those water elementals.
Probably the one
Up
that's...
to the prow?
So
Yeah.
so that way I can try
The
to
box
get
is kind of in the way.
Just
on me.
put him on the box. That's fine.
You're on the box, staring death in the eyes. Or the water.
That's what I want.
Staring death in the water.
Yeah, so this elemental is starting to like roil over to come onto the deck, and all of a sudden this half orc is up there with Hazaron in his hands. No, I mean it doesn't know it's Hazaron.
And Hazaron is
It
growling
will.
too, I assume.
It will. eventually. Yeah, Hazaron's growling like crazy.
drink.
So thirsty.
We just murdered a dude.
You just
So the guy that's in the water is actually going next, and he's going to go ahead and pull himself up. And I'm going to try to. He does, yeah. He pulls himself onto your guys' deck. And just kind of hauls himself up, and he's panting a little bit and everything, but that's his whole turn.
I was gonna eat you!
Probably why he did it. Brom, it's your turn.
over.
Alright, so at this point, Brom, having been thwarted by the large chunk of wood, I'm going to try and sploosh myself up out of the water and belly flop on the side and try and bite someone in the process.
Okay. Yeah, so which one are you attacking?
Oh no.
That's a natural one, but do either of them are either of them missing any health? I'm gonna attack this one specifically.
No, neither of them are missing any.
So I don't get advantage. Dang it. Because he has a blood frenzy if I
Do you have
miss
inspiration?
any. Let's check. No, I do not have inspiration this time.
So the shark comes up out of the water, and
I'm like, I'm gonna get you!
yeah, and it lands on the corner of the boat, and just like it, like basically, you know, like when you accidentally smack into a railing with your stomach, and you're just like,
Oh! And I've got that goldfish laying on the carpet. Look.
and then it's actually that guy's turn next. So you're on the boat, and he pulls out axes, and he goes, "Smile, you son of a bitch!" and starts like slamming these axes into you.
I'm just gonna breathe more frequently.
So that's a 17, a 17, and a 20.
Yes.
7.
It was gonna be awesome.
That'll be 8.
I never told the DM what I was gonna do before.
21 total slashing damage from those 3 hits. As this guy just like pounds into the shark that just came out of the water. It would have been really
Sushi
cool.
time!
Yep. Yeah. Who wants sushi? I used to work at Teppanyakis. The second water elemental.
As he flips a shrimp into your mouth.
Oh, thank you.
Volcano! Please, proceed dicing me to bits.
The second water elemental is actually going to go up onto the deck of the ship, and you guys feel like this water not your ship, that ship. Yeah.
Oh.
You guys feel as it just like pushes over, and the boat kind of tilts backwards, and everybody kind of has to hold on. So everybody, roll me a quick dex check, please.
Acrobatics or just plain dex?
A dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Still not good. 9.
Not natural.
What was that? Sorry.
Unnatural
20.
20.
20.
Okay.
But it's unnatural.
All right. So Ari is able to maintain her balance. Expected. Lunera and the axe wielder both tumble to the back of the boat and
Just the
into
actual,
the
right?
and into the water elemental. Basically, you're roiling in this.
Oh.
And it's going to do.
No breathing.
It's going to do an attack. It's basically going to try and start to try and smother you and batter you around. So I need you to make a
digest slowly.
a strength saving throw.
In the
That is
They're all like,
22.
22.
Just like in their belly.
like a snow globe.
Yep.
It's Dobby.
It's a water elemental. There's a couple fish in there. Random starfish just floating around.
Little puffer fish that.
You guys come in, one of them goes, "My bubbles."
Yeah.
Okay, so you actually make it. You're able to pull yourself and back away from the elemental, so you're back in your square.
Okay.
The other
Or
Just next to it, or like back where she started?
Just where I
she
started. Which, right there, yeah.
The other person does not make their save. They're gonna take some damage.
They're gonna
There.
drown.
Yeah, it's basically got them. It's kind of pummeling them around. I'm on your guys' side too.
They don't care. They just.
Colby. Says, email who yourself.
Me? Your cell phone?
The whole cell phone.
Stick it in the email.
Okay.
Fold it up.
Send.
Fold
Oh, I'll
your-
send it with my tablet. Hold on.
Fold yourself 20 times.
The second axe wielder is going to throw 3 axes at Thornock. So that's the lowest is a 12, which I assume will not hit.
Nope.
And then the next lowest is 23, so that's 2 hits.
I guess.
14 slashing damage total. So halved.
7.
And then it's Akio's turn.
All right. Seeing that my shark friend is getting turned into sushi, I'm gonna like hang off the bow towards that boat and cast fireball.
Fireball? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're aiming
I'm
as
just
far
gonna
away
go
from your
right-
boat as you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like to the right on this part and try and just.
He doesn't
catch
like
this
the
one.
raw sushi.
It's-
He wants to cook me first.
It's a 20-foot radius, so
We'll
5,
be okay.
5, 10,
Be okay.
15. I'll shape it around you though, because I've got.
Yeah.
So the farthest it will go is to the bridge.
Okay. So what is the save on that?
It is a dex of 15.
So the non-sushi
hit.
guy makes it, but the sushi man.
I like how sushi
They
man
make a
that.
dex and then take either 4 halves.
My name is... Okay.
First name Tevin, last name Yaki.
And tapping up.
30 damage.
All right, so 2 is
Half damage.
Still a lot.
That's a pretty good spell.
Good
True.
job, drunken sailor.
Yeah.
Sailor,
I kind of get the flame going in my hand and I spit the whiskey into it to make it, and then I launch it over. Yeah.
and it explodes and engulfs that whole ship. It hits the gangplank and the gangplank just like splinters into pieces.
So this is no
God.
longer here.
And that whole boat is now on fire.
I shark
right.
Where's the fire? Did I have fire?
Does you got fire?
Let's get the fire going.
Fire!
Now, is the
No.
fire that has been created after he does his thing? Is it still
Magical?
at that point? Is it still magical and still? It's still like, what do you call your
Evocation.
evocation? Or does it become fire at that point?
I think I
I
can.
think it just becomes fire.
Yeah, I can only sculpt it during the impact. Like I can shield you from getting
There's a bunch of little
smashed by it, but if it
Cool.
creeps over to you, then nothing I can do about that.
Baby, burn.
All right, the axe wielder on the right-hand side is going to claw her way out of the elemental, and she's going to sputter a bit and then try and make a few attacks on Lunera.
This
Okay.
one?
Yep.
Keep the rest in case he wants to fireball
Yeah.
something else.
Oh,
The
right.
highest of which is going to be a 15. So none of those
Like
will hit
our
Lunera.
shit.
15.
I'm sorry.
15.
No.
No.
not
Okay,
our
then none of them.
Don't actually do that. Yeah.
Let's see. The chain guy is going to make a chain attack against Ari first, which is going to be a 19 to hit.
Felt the wind on that one.
So this one is actually a strength saving throw that I need from you. As he's basically swings it around and tries to hit you in the chest to knock you off of the edge of the boat.
Okay, but wait, the attack didn't land.
Oh wait, what is your
Caught the wind.
AC?
20.
20? I thought it was 19. Okay.
We upgraded.
Well, then neither of them hit you. And the hook at Lunera is even worse. Wow, these guys
I
are...
need to get
Whiffed it.
some AC.
They are...
I can help you with that.
I was like, is it too warm in here
No, I was
for
gonna
you?
say
or?
no, because if a monk is a 19, I need to start catching up.
But they're
I'm very
melee.
dexterous.
They're meant to
I'm
be.
squishy.
They're meant to be
Yeah.
punched.
I'm a squishy guy.
And
glass
then
cannon, man.
Unfortunately.
Lunera, it's your
Yeah.
turn.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh.
I will go ahead and continue to attack the guy on my right.
Okay.
Here we go. 15 to
Will
hit.
hit.
For 12 damage.
So you swing your mace around, you swing thunder around because whichever one hits is thunder, and it cracks into the side of his head, and he just goes tumbling into the drink.
Okay. Sounds good.
Which is my favorite word apparently for the water around
Sounds
here.
like
It's
it.
perfect. That's what I named the drink.
So get rid of redhead,
Yes.
Bye.
basically Natsu.
Bye,
So-
Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
The fire mage.
Bye, Yukio.
Bye, Yukio.
Bye, Yukio.
Monday.
Alright, and
Next
then
attack.
yes, I will face the is that the chain?
So
guy?
this was the chain.
Oh,
that you
then I will
Chain,
face
chain.
Axeman.
Okay, so you go ahead and move her up
Yes.
to next to the Axeman.
And then
Woman.
Axeman woman. Oh, that
Axeman.
was
He was a
very
man, and then he
sad.
dropped his
Okay,
axe.
so that one is a miss, and then
It was a juggling
the final
accident.
attack 11 plus
He asked one too
7,
many
18
questions.
That'll hit.
An accident.
for 8 damage.
It's perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
And then that was all three, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
No,
Ari,
that's everything. Yeah.
You're up.
Okay. I can't see the ship I'm on very well. Tell me, like, who's left over there?
So
There's the
you
axe
are
thrower.
adjacent to the axe thrower, and then the water elemental is at the back of this ship.
Where's the guy, the chain guy that Lunera was just attacking?
Dead, overboard.
Oh, okay. The elemental and the axe thrower.
Yep.
You want to put the other camera up?
Lunera's standing next to the axe thrower.
Yeah, I can't reach.
Lunera is
those.
standing next to the axe thrower.
Move up and attack him.
Okay. Yep. You are actually within range. So go ahead and make your attacks.
First attack is a 25.
25 will hit.
How we get all?
9. Oh, wait. Touch. And attack is a 14
14 damage.
to hit. Sorry, it was 19 damage total on the first attack.
Okay. And then 14 will hit.
For 11.
Okay.
And then unarmed strike is a 22 to hit
22 will hit.
for 8 damage.
That is enough to kill it. Him. Her.
Nice.
They.
The pirate.
Axe thrower.
Yep.
Accident axe thrower.
And then, let's see.
You give it a couple quick punches, and then you do like this uppercut, and it launches back into the water elemental. It's kind of roiling again, and at that point, it just kind of spits it out, the body out the back, and it just skips along the water.
Yes.
Ouch.
Like the
Cool.
drone that got hit by
The screws.
the screws and Malmoth that we just watched. Oh, just shredded it. Like, it just hit those screws, and it just, like, tore it to pieces.
Oh, too.
Yeah. It was amazing. Alrighty, next up is Water Elemental number 1.
Which is attacking for knock.
Yes, it's going to make 2 slam attacks at full knock.
Puff number 1.
The lowest of which is a 22. sure. It's almost like he doesn't believe me. A total of 30 bludgeoning damage from those 2 attacks combined, so 15 for you.
Wow.
Being a barbarian has its benefits. And it's the fact that you can take whatever punishment you want. Havish.
I want to attack the same one that just attacked him.
Okay.
I want to use inspiration. Never done it. That means I get advantage on it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Roll 2 and use the higher result.
And I'm actually going to use my spell gem that I have.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna flip the gun back to double barrel mode,
Mhm.
take the gem out of my pocket, and slap it into the end of the barrel and fire. It's a scorching ray, is what it contains.
So 3 little blasts of scorching energy blast out from it. You need the scorching ray
I do.
spell.
I do.
Okay.
I'll have to
Oh,
write
I
it down
got it.
later, but you got it.
Yeah, Scorching Ray is.
It uses.
It is 3 rays of fire. Each is 2d6 damage.
Well, I need the attack part of it.
Oh,
So what would I roll for? What would I have to attack? Same as the weapon damage.
yeah. See,
What
mine's
is that?
different because it's my
Your spell
spell
modifier.
modifier.
Since I'm shooting it through the gun.
Hit,
Let
yeah.
me see here. The spellstone. I don't know what the spellstone does.
It's probably just your well, you don't have spellcasting, do you? So it
Yeah,
would
he-
be-
yeah.
Oh, it says.
It's your spellcasting modifier is what it is to be your plus.
I want to say when you're using spells, it would be your spell modifier.
So for you, that
For
would
your-
be.
Let me. Can I see your tablet really quick? I should probably figure it out.
I've got the spell gem open. Because one of the ranger feats is use my dexterity as the or use something else as
The bloodstone, which is what you have, right? You have the
Yeah.
bloodstone. Okay. The bloodstone spell gem is a rare gem and can store up to a 3rd level spell. The stored spell saving throw is DC-15 and has a +7 attack bonus. So yeah, +7.
Nice.
Does it say anything about it being a 3rd level for Scorching Ray, like higher levels? Because it's a 2nd level spell.
Yeah,
right?
so if you cast it at 3rd level, you just the
That's
damage
damage.
becomes a 48 instead of 3d8.
yeah. So you.
Or sorry, I was looking at the wrong spell. It becomes an additional ray.
Okay,
so
so
it's
you've
still
got 4
2d6, but now you're shooting 4 rays at
Because
it.
technically, you stored a 3rd level spell in there. Is what we
Mhm.
decided.
Cool.
so plus
So-
7.
Yep. So roll 4 attacks with advantage.
4 attacks.
Yep.
So the first one would be 20, the highest,
That'll hit.
and a 22
That'll hit.
and a 19.
That'll hit.
So each one of those dudes is a 2d6.
And a 26.
That'll hit. Yep. So that's 8
8d6.
8d6 damage.
Can I borrow some d6?
Well, okay, so I have.
Oh, and then
Slayer's
so
Spray.
10d6 because you
Because
have.
you're slayers.
Yep. Slayer's
So I
Spray,
get
you
one
have
extra for
Hunter's
the first attack.
How many more?
In
do
Oh,
you
the
yeah.
need?
round, I think, for Slayer's
Okay,
Spray.
6,
One-
9. I
we
need one more.
First time
There you go.
each turn, you get
Okay, here you go. There's your damage, Dave.
And then I also have Hunter's Mark, which is another d6 per
Oh,
attack.
do you
per
want one
no,
more?
it's not per attack.
Is it? I thought it was.
Is Hunter's Mark per attack or is it for the
I'll
first
pull it
attack?
up here.
Hunter's Mark is for every attack.
Whenever you
against
hit
it.
with a weapon
Whenever you
attack.
hit something.
Okay,
With
so
a
we
but it's
need
with a weapon
3
attack.
more.
Is it a weapon attack?
Actually, let's check.
That would be the only thing that I'm not
still
sure.
a spell, but
It's still
Yeah.
a spell, yeah. But that would be my only question is if it requires
So
specifically
one more.
a weapon attack.
d6, and that should be enough to.
But
so it's
is a wand a weapon?
2d6 for
Right,
each
philosophical
Right.
discussion.
Yeah, so it says specifically for Hunter's Mark is weapon attacks. So
But is
the
a wand a
spell.
weapon?
no, this is a
Yep,
spell
okay.
specific.
Okay.
So these go back to you.
Yeah, so minus. So you should be a total of 9d6.
96.
Yep.
Yahtzee!
All ones.
No.
Oh, it's resistant to fire too. No, I'm just kidding.
It's immune.
32.
So it
32 damage.
you just burn away, just and all four of them just spear through this thing, and it lets out an unearthly roar as it,
That one.
which sounds just like a tidal wave crashing against the
Oh,
rocks.
dear me.
Sorry, I missed that.
It's in
And
agony.
then that one.
Oh, okay.
The gist of it is it's in agony. Yes, but it looks still alive, although there's a bunch of steam flowing off of it.
Still alive.
That's this little tiny one.
After Tavish is Thornock.
Hear me. I
That
will
was
swear
actually an action.
you.
That wasn't your action.
That was my action.
That was your action.
But I still have a bonus.
Do you have anything to do?
I was
with
actually gonna, I was gonna cast.
I'm gonna attack the water elemental in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and roll your first attack. Yeah, if you have something else you want to do, that's fine. Let's get combat moving because it's 11:30.
Mhm.
Oh, it is. I'll make short work of these two as soon as I.
You guys spent
Get
so
back
much
to
time
work.
at that haberdasher.
30.
I'm a dasher.
That'll hit.
Ooh, we gotta be warm. We're on the open sea.
Yeah. I don't think we spent that much.
I think we spent the right amount of time.
I'm using else. Hold up. One.
Where's your towel?
Your mom's house. Ultimate cosmic power.
Don't you dare talk to me about I'm not charging your tablet.
My mom had your
28 points of damage.
28. Okay.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And the next attack.
A natural 20.
Go ahead and roll damage.
The description says, utterly fearless, it preys on anything that crosses his path, including whales and ships. I just read that. Pretty much job.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to go up and be like, hey, big guy, the sun's real low, and start petting my fence?
Sun's getting real low. Sun's getting real low.
Something's getting real low. Why do you keep saying that?
Sushi's getting real old. Sushi's getting really old.
It just hit you go to the
37
gas
points
station.
of
She's
damage.
getting real
30
stale.
Sorry, did you say 37 points of damage?
Yeah, 37.
Yeah, okay. So, again, Tavish unloads on this thing and it rears back and is ready to try and reform.
It's
And
now
all of a
steam
sudden,
element.
Thornock cleaves off both of its watery arms and then just like slices right through it. And it just just goes like Shamu's splash zone.
It scrubs the deck.
Yep.
Scrub the poop deck.
That is one gone. Alrighty. Then it is the chain guy that climbed up last time.
Oh.
He's actually going to move up and he's going to use his full action to try and push Thornock off the edge. So I need a strength contest from Thornock.
Sploosh.
Whatever you do, save that crate of oranges.
Don't let it fall. If it falls off the boat, I'm going for it. You see a shark going around holding it tenderly.
I got it. I got it.
Orange, you glad I caught
Reminds me
it?
of a certain skill.
26.
Yeah, so he comes up behind you and he just like full on like chained to the back and it just smacks into you and you do this like slow turn around and he just goes, I'm sorry.
When he tries to push him, does he kind of slip and fall and his face goes right in his butt crack?
Yeah. It's
Demoralizing.
very uncomfortable. for him.
Demoralizing.
Yes. He's a pirate though. He's seen worse. Not much worse, but a little worse. Brom, shark.
Anybody watched Evolution?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
It won't make any
Long
sense.
time ago.
When they're putting the shampoo up the pie hole. I'm attacking that guy that I tried to attack last time.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull back down in the water and then come back up for another.
Let's do this again.
I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! That's 11 plus 7. That's gonna be 18.
That will hit.
Yay!
Alright. And that will be 4d10. That's a 9, a 10, so 19, 24. 24 damage. That is
That's
piercing
two.
damage.
That's 1. Yeah, you bite him in half.
I'm just gonna.
And just spray of blood. The fire in the back gets put out because of the spray of blood.
I'm gonna. And then my eyes are gonna roll back in my head.
Blood frenzy. Oh, by the way, they have both taken damage, so you got advantage on that. Remember that for your other attacks, Mr. Sharkman. I'm sorry, it's more fun to be the monsters.
I know it is, right?
That's axe number 1, which takes out his turn. The water elemental is going to try a slam attack or 2 on Lunera. First one is a 13.
Nope.
Second one's a natural 1. So
Good.
you kind of just step back from the water and it just like flows around you. Whatever.
Anyway.
Axe number 2 is going to desperately try and throw at the shark that just ripped her buddy in half. So
You
3.
monster!
I'm gonna be licking my chops. Do they have tongues? I don't know.
You demoralized
Yes,
it
actually.
incredibly. That is a critical
Is
fail.
it made out of teeth too? So it's
Yeah.
like-
Except like
Looks like
lacerating my
it.
ton on the teeth.
So
It's like
Preston,
when he eats the sewer kid.
we had a
Yeah.
critical fail.
Okay.
We had an 8,
Okay.
and then we had a 12 against you. So you it just
From the original?
frantically
Is that
tries
where
to throw
you're
these
quoting?
axes at you
And
as
the
you're
new
like
one.
tearing
Oh,
into its friend, and they
yes,
just bounce
but-
off of your leathery hide. Or
And I'm gonna toss.
not
I'm
really
gonna.
leather.
Bites
Your
his
shark
arm
hide.
off.
Your shark hide. Yeah.
I'm gonna toss some of the pieces at him, and I'm just gonna kind of sit there and kind of slowly.
Like one of your fins comes up and it's just like.
Yeah, exactly.
So you go back in the water. You're next. Akio.
This is the weirdest shark I've ever seen.
Their tongue is a small, thick piece of cartilage located on the floor of the mouth of the sharks and
It's
other
cartilage.
fishes.
I'm gonna
So
shatter
it is
this guy.
Weird.
Yeah.
The water elemental.
Okay.
So Constitution of 15.
Oh, I guess that's
Shoot
because
fire
I
at
did
it.
the
Doesn't
tongue
like
that way.
it.
I want to shatter it.
But apparently, it's useless for most sharks, except for the cookie cutter shark.
I'll
It
reroll
makes
that,
it
'cause that was
save,
my
so it's half damage, right?
Oh, it's the same
That's
thing.
weird.
So,
The more
so
you know.
13 plus 8. Whatever that math is.
Oh my gosh!
24.
Yeah.
21 and then cut in half.
Half, so
15.
10.
10. 15 would
Unless
be
you round
30.
up.
Oh, right.
So it'd be 11 if you. No, 10, because you round down. So 10 damage.
10 damage.
I just need somebody
Okay.
to be standing
Anybody.
and going like
And the
this
back of that
on
boat
the
actually
river.
shatters out behind it.
Free,
So
Mom!
the water elemental just kind of slides into the water as the wreckage floats around it and kind of gets picked up
Maybe
into
Thornock?
its body. And that boat is now sinking for the two of you on it.
Crap.
Sorry!
Is it out in the water?
No, it's just keep it in the back, yeah, but it's that whole back part is gone.
Boat sinking.
Boat is sinking.
We probably. You know what? Oh, I was gonna.
It's sinking.
There we go.
I never let go, Ari.
Find a door! Big enough for both of you.
Axe number 3.
But only
is
one of you gets to be
dead.
on it.
Chain number 4 is dead. So Lunera, it's your turn.
Awesome. I'm going to beat that water elemental into a puddle.
Okay.
So here
So
we
remember, 2 of your attacks will be with your magic
Yes.
weapon. 1 will be without.
go. So 19
That'll hit.
for the first attack, or 12 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Second attack, 18 plus 8,
That'll hit.
26. Or 6 damage. And then final attack, 13 plus 7, 20.
That'll hit.
For
Ooh, crack his head open.
12 damage.
12 cut in half because that's the non-magical
Damn it.
one. Okay. Yep, so you come in and you just kind of give it a flurry of blows and everything.
More
Not
cool,
not
yeah.
like a monk flurry of blows, because
No.
that would be...
No.
Speaking of flurry of blows, Ari, it's your turn.
Did you say the ship I'm on is sinking?
Yes, it is
Yes,
currently
we are
sinking.
sinking.
Yeah, blew away the back half of your boat.
Alright, no problem. So,
I'm trying to speed this up.
do I attack the water elemental, or do I need to, get to safety?
This turn, like, it's starting to sink, but this turn you're not feeling any detrimental effects.
We're okay for
Okay.
now. Let's try and
Yeah, I'm gonna try
take
and
out
finish
that
this
water
guy off.
elemental. Take it out!
Oh. 25
That'll hit.
Nice.
Trick.
for
People in the hotel.
7 damage.
The hell?
No, wait.
Oh, and then it's like.
Someone spilled their ice on hardwood
12.
floor.
12 damage.
12 damage.
That sounds like dice rolling.
14 to hit.
14 will
Keep
hit.
that role playing down.
In our
Or
hotel in Chicago, the rooms were really close together, and I was playing against the wall, and so when I would roll, I could hear like the person's TV out in the other room. I was like,
gosh, dude, my damage rolls have been so crap tonight.
I know he's here. Let me
except
play
for the
this
very
game
first
right now.
8 damage.
Okay.
Like damage.
Going 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 9 damage.
Nice.
Key point. It was like a 11.
They get a lot of bonuses.
11
That's the last
misses.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Some good damage, but that elemental is still up.
What?
Tavish, it's actually your turn.
I want to attack the guy that's hit for.
Try and assassinate him.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, when the elemental died, I can transfer my hunter's mark.
All right.
Just automatic.
Can you transfer the other one too?
Yes, I believe I can.
Switching targets.
Yeah, it says, or until I designate another creature.
Okay.
So I'll just go ahead and pop both of them on that. Same with hunter.
Target acquired. Nuclear launch detected.
Kind of
26.
like
That'll hit.
Spider Chick from Overwatch.
Yeah.
Widowmaker?
Yeah, Widowmaker.
You can't
You
hide
cast
from
it. You
me.
did her ultimate.
Although,
No one can hide from
he's
my
doing a
sight.
lot better on Tavish than he ever does on Widowmaker.
True.
Fair point.
22.
22 damage.
Yep.
Nice.
That's with the extra 6s and whatnot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If he's still alive,
He is.
second attack, 24.
That'll hit. That'll be with the hunter's mark, but not with the other one.
Yes. 16. Oh, and 5 more on the other one. I was only counting dice. I totally forgot about the bonus. So
21 on this.
This is majestic. It's like a montage of him thinking about and calculating. It's like beautiful mind.
Numbers are flying up.
He's calculating the wave coming ahead. As it comes
Right.
across
And as he fires, he
Wind
screams,
velocity.
"Stay away from those oranges!" Scurvy bitch!
they're the fruit of the sea.
All right.
No, it's more like Zach Galifianakis' character in Hangover.
Thornock, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to throw the guy who ran into me off the boat.
into my mouth.
Okay.
Just have
I
like
cannot believe that
cheesy
gunshots
80s movie
don't
quotes.
instantly kill somebody in this game.
They're all off. Just
What is the
Yeah.
what's your strength there? What's your strength check?
26.
Yeah, you toss him off.
Not again.
And he's got holes in them for my bullets, so he sinks. Just like a boat.
I'm filling up the
That's-
water.
he's filling up with water.
He's not dead.
Over
Well, okay.
to
He's like
the
Moana.
water elemental.
Huh?
Gets pulled back on.
Sorry, what was
Can I
that?
make it over the? Can I make it to the water elemental? The other one.
What's your speed?
40. Right.
You could leap across to the other boat.
35.
Maybe.
So technically, yes, you could leap across into the water elemental space.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me an athletics check. Not that we...
Oh my god!
Akio, no!
He's a midair.
He's a
Waiting.
monster.
Buffering.
Dorks flying.
Buffering.
23.
He sticks the landing.
Yep. So you end up in the elemental square, and next turn you'll be able to like attack and do all the stuff that you like to do.
I can't attack this turn.
No, because
So
your attack was. Well, your action wasn't an attack. Your action was grappling and throwing the guy off. That wasn't an attack.
I'll take it.
Yay.
He's out of the game right now.
These are like the worst sailors ever. They can't swim.
Did you fall?
I don't know.
Stand
Boat's
me
sinking.
up
You might be
before
sliding
you
down.
That's
go.
All right, and then it is chain 2. Oh my gosh, he rolls a natural 1. He starts sinking. He's
filling with water.
He's trying to get up, but his chain is it kind of came
Drag.
loose, and it's starting to drag him down.
You remember,
Let go of your chain, you idiot!
No, my wife gave me the one.
he remembers the demoralizing experience and gasps for air underwater.
Yeah.
I want to catch.
Brahm, it's your turn.
Alright, I am going to, again, I'm going to slide back in the water really slow, and then I'm going to come back up for the next person.
Okay.
That's a 12 plus 7.
19.
19.
You come up on the same side, or do you go on the other side?
Probably other side.
The other
Like, go
side, yeah.
under the boat.
I'm going to go under the boat, and I'm going to come back up, and I'm going to go, ah, sucker!
And yes, that will hit.
Give me a kiss! That's a, oh my god.
Open mouth.
That is a 1, a 7, and 8. So that is 15, 16, 17.
17.
Total damage. And I'm going to say in shark speech, which is basically that your friend tasted delicious.
Ooh, cutting words.
I know, right? I wish I could cast spell. If I could cast spells,
Apparently,
it'd be
this
awesome.
person speaks shark, and they're terrified. Next up is the water elemental.
Uh-oh.
It's going to try and recharge its big attack. It does.
No.
So it's going
Go
to
down.
move into everybody's space and start whirling around again. So I need a strength check from everybody on that right boat. Thornock, Ari.
Oh,
Saving throw or
Strength saving throw. Yep.
Yeah. 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
17.
Pretty low.
17. Okay.
Just too chill for what we're doing.
What was yours, Thornock?
12.
Gotta split this up so that it's like.
I never thought Thornock and Lunero would both fail a saving throw.
Hey,
That's
this is
pretty big.
the, I think this is the.
Purity of body suckers.
Hold on, I have advantage.
You have advantage. Oh, of course you
Natural
do.
20.
Because he's raging.
I don't
I
know.
have advantage
What-
too.
what's-
I can't tell if Thornock is joking
If
or
he's
not.
raging, he has advantage on straight saving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not joking.
And then he
Rage-
rolled a
when I
natural
rage,
20.
I have advantage on straight checks and saving throws.
I'm going home, ladies and gentlemen.
Can
I'm going
I-
home, everybody.
can I
Plus
have
2 do my
advantage
melee
too?
damage.
So you take
Well done.
16 bludgeoning damage. So 13 bludgeoning
Sploosh.
damage. No. Yes.
Yeah.
And you are grappled.
No, I don't want
So
to be
you
grappled.
are restrained and unable to breathe.
Come shamu that boat too. I was sinking. Everyone's inside.
So basically, this elemental spreads out, and Thornock and Ari move out of the way, but it just wraps itself around Lunera and starts swirling her around in this vortex, and you guys can see
Oh,
her
it's
start
like a full
struggling.
body swirly.
Oh, I feel even more sick
Now, water
now.
elementals, the bullies of the sea.
Really gives
If you have any hair,
gives
it's
you a
just like
wedgie.
wrapped around.
Yeah, like comes up behind, like. "Ah!" Let's see how you like your loincloth up your crack. No, we're going on. We're just gonna.
I don't have a loincloth.
The
And a wet willy.
Oh, Willie!
so we've got a 10 against you for
I
next
prefer the more
attack,
formal name.
Does
of
not
Red
hit.
Willis.
a 19,
Does hit.
and then higher than that, so 2 hits here.
Yes. 13 natural armor.
15 bludgeoning, or not bludgeoning, slashing damage.
15 slashing.
As it just desperately tries to slash you away.
Get away!
I'm gonna lick its cheek tenderly.
And then it
With
is
my cartilage tongue.
Fakio. It's your
You're
turn.
All right.
teeny tiny.
You
I'm
have to
going
get their
to
whole like head
Yeah.
in your mouth
spray
first.
of sadness
ray of sickness.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's kind of
Cast
like
it on him.
Make him seasick.
Cast it on him so he can vomit shark vomit all over him.
No, I cast it on that guy. It's a Constitution of 15.
As you're trying to lick him.
It does not make it safe.
I did not
10 damage. Poison damage.
10 poison.
It'll just be pieces of their friend.
So yeah, so if you just cast this ray and all of a sudden it's like it kind of stumbles, or she kind of stumbles a little bit, and she's kind of swinging her axes a little
and
wildly.
fall into.
Is that boat
your
getting any
mouth.
fire damage? It's been on fire for a couple rounds.
Yeah, it's kind of still burning, so it's probably about half health at this point. Yeah,
I'll just add some more.
yeah, just add some more.
It's
points.
spread.
Oh my gosh!
Neither of these boats are going to be usable, that's for sure.
Maybe.
Good.
We could salvage some wood.
Next up
It floats.
is Lunera.
We'll send him down to
okay.
You
Davy
are
Jones's
currently
locker.
grabbed.
I need to. So how do I?
You have to make
Take the
an
action.
escape DC, which is a strength.
Which is another strength.
So that,
Yep.
that would be your action, right? Your full
Mhm.
action?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. So I do make it 17 plus
Okay,
8.
so you're able to get out of there, and you land on the deck, and you notice that the deck is like falling backwards farther at this point. It's sinking
Listing.
further. So go ahead and roll me a quick deck save, please.
Oh, come on. Oh, good. Okay. So that's a 19.
Okay, so you'll be able to move freely. If you're moving up towards the head of the boat, it's going to be difficult terrain, but anywhere else, moving back down is not, and moving to the gangplank if you want to leave is not.
Okay.
But you use your action to escape the grab.
Okay. Oh, I have a book. Can I do action?
Like your bonus action attack.
Uh.
Your bonus action attack is only with your action.
So you
Oh,
you
never.
have
Okay.
movement and.
Cool.
Did we decide potions are a full action or a bonus action?
I think we decided potions were full action.
It's fine. Okay. Then
You do
okay.
have your bonus action. That's your attack action.
the hellish rebuke.
No, although you should remember
You
that.
did take
sometime.
I
damage.
do.
Your extra attack, your action point, basically.
Your surge.
Action
oh,
surge.
Action
yeah.
surge.
Yes.
Okay, right there.
Does that cost a bonus action, by the way?
I'm pretty
No, I
sure.
think action surge is just.
It's just like a
expend
point,
it.
like you use
Yeah.
it and then it's done. It's
like a
consumable
spell.
thing
For fighters.
for fighters. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a fighter. No,
All she does, though.
no, I think that's good enough. You know, I'm
Okay.
trying to catch my breath.
Are you
right
gonna
now,
Are you
so.
gonna move off the boat, or are you just
Yeah, I
Okay.
will. I will go ahead and move like
down
onto
the plane?
the
onto
down.
Okay.
Walk the plank. But
You want to use all your movement?
yeah.
You scare me, dog.
Yeah, so you cough up a little bit of
25. You're
elemental.
30, right?
And a fish.
Okay.
Ari, it is your turn.
Well,
Please roll me a
fish.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. That's a 10.
10. You're actually still good. It's not too dangerous right now.
Okay.
So you are good to act.
Alright, let's try and finish off this stupid elemental. First attack is bad. An 11. I don't suppose that hits.
No, that won't hit.
Um,
You must steal your
next attack is a natural 20.
Yeah. One punch man.
And that is going to do. Okay, roll good damage this time, please.
Send him back to Poseidon. I forgot my gods.
It would be Umbriel or...
Neptune.
I'm not sure if Umbriel's the bitch queen of the sea, but she might be.
That is the perfect place to send him.
29 damage.
29 damage, okay.
Oh yeah, get it, girl.
Still up.
Oh my gosh. Stupid
20,
elemental.
not natural.
That'll hit.
Traveler takes you out.
For 10 damage.
10 damage is enough to kill it.
Yes.
So the first punch breaks through, and you can see that like barest hint of a thicker, watery core, and you use your other action, like your other attack, to reach in and just like crush it in your hand. Woo!
Sweet.
Well done.
Are there any bad guys left?
You guys
There
have
is
cleared the
one,
boat.
but well, actually,
There's two.
There's two.
There's one
is
in the water and
One in the water and one in the other boat.
yeah.
Should we keep one as a prisoner?
How far away is the closest one?
The complete opposite side, the other boat, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Well, the plank is broken off.
20, 34.
So, oh
Yeah, you have to make a leap. Yeah, I don't think
40,
you can
50,
get to
60.
I don't think you can get to the other boat at this point.
It's like 65 feet. You hurt to get to
Just
the other
gonna
person.
I'm just gonna use my movement to like move up to the edge of the big ship, I guess.
There you go.
Please.
Preparation of potentially.
Over here.
Yeah. So I'll run up to the other side of the boat. Got it.
Yeah, it's Umberly is the name of the goddess of the sea,
Umbridge.
often known as the
Perfect
Bitch of the Sea.
Umbridge.
Because
Back
The
to
sea's a
Umberly you go.
alrighty, then we are moving on to Tavish.
I'm gonna fire at the one in the water.
He's like still trying to struggle with that
He
chain.
needs another hole.
Yes.
Aim for the head.
Same you.
I'm for the head.
13.
13 yeah, it's gonna miss. I was gonna give you advantage, but he's in the water, so he's in the sea. Next attack.
He's sinking deeply.
Natural one.
Alright.
Oh no!
Either
Oh,
It's
oh doggy. That's two natural ones
by
tonight.
the way, how many shots is that?
That is.
And don't you have a
That should be-
that's actually that's 6.
That's 6.
So I
That'd be
would
your
be out
first
of bullets
clip.
because
Yeah.
my one attack was the gem,
Okay.
which
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
need
right.
bullets.
Okay.
So I would have I'll have to reload, and it says I can use a bonus action.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do the bonus action reload.
Thornock. You're alone on a boat. Please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Or did you fall asleep?
You're
Doing math. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're okay.
Okay, you're good.
19 total.
You're good.
You may move freely about the cabin.
Take me to the guy on the other boat if I can get there.
You won't be able to.
It's 65 feet
You
from
can just
where you're
get close to where, yeah.
I'm gonna drown the guy in the water.
at.
You're gonna jump in the water.
I'm gonna jump in the water and drown him.
How much movement do you have?
How many?
45.
45?
How many squares?
40.
40 is
Oh. This is
40 is 8 squares.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8.
Sploosh!
So Thornock goes jumping off the edge. Hazaron angled downward, I'm assuming.
Tra-la-la!
Of course.
Go ahead and roll me your first attack.
Goes in for the kill. Going in for the kill. Going in for the thrill. I can't do that.
14.
A 14 will miss, actually.
I want
Belly
you
flop.
guys to know that's as low as I can roll without it being a 1.
And
You just jinxed yourself.
At the 2.
terrifying because the arm is 15.
Right.
He literally hits on a 3.
21.
Yeah, hit.
Okay, I hit on a 5. But I'm terrible at rolling.
Yes, yes.
20 points worth of damage.
Yeah, that's enough to kill him.
Cool.
So, all of a sudden, Brahm, as Shark, you sense blood in the water off to the left.
I do have tremor sense.
It's your turn, though.
I have blind sight for 60 feet. That's a 5 plus 7
12 for an attack.
for an attack on this lady.
That misses.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my movement to back away from her.
Okay.
You can get her opportunity attack, but I'm going to swim over this way
To the blood!
to smell what's going on.
You have, don't you have like 90 feet of swimming movement or 60 feet?
60 feet. Oh no, 50 feet of swimming. So I'm just gonna swim, see what's going on. I see it's that, and then I'm just gonna be kind of like hovering over here to scare her. And then, but she does get an opportunity to attack because I.
Oh, yeah, technically, yes. That would be a 13
13 does hit, barely.
for 5 damage.
Not too bad.
5 damage. I'll take it. 5
Okay,
damage.
and then she, so it's the start of her turn, and she's actually going to roll a saving throw to get away from fire. She is not, so she's going to take some fire damage. Somebody roll me a d10.
Someone roll better.
I'm going right here.
You do it.
3. Okay.
Like, ooh, hot.
Hot potato.
Oh, the boat's on fire? Didn't notice.
It's no longer sushi.
Yeah,
That's just fish.
Dumb.
or it's tempura.
Yeah.
Roll around and
She's just going to throw, like, the last of her dwindling axes at Ari to try and get at least one more shot in. The highest of which is a 14. So he did not bring it very hard there.
Yeah.
Akio, it's
So I want to gust her into the fire and make her burn more.
okay. Go ahead and roll me.
It's just a
go ahead
5
and roll me-
foot.
yeah, roll me a spell attack is what we're gonna flavor this as.
And just add my spell modifier
Yeah.
to it. Okay. 19.
19. Okay, that'll hit her. So go ahead and roll 1d10 plus 5 fire damage.
All right. 10.
Really? Total?
Yep. 5
Nice.
plus
That's,
5. So
that's enough to kill her.
Oh no, she burns
I just was like,
alive!
And you could just hear her scream as like she falls into the fire and starts rolling around and everything.
I feel
If-
pretty
if
guilty
that's the end of
about that one.
I haven't seen it yet, so if this is the end of combat, I'm gonna do a flying fish leap into the middle of the boat.
Okay. You put the fire out.
Yay, good job.
And I'm laying on her carcass like, where'd you
Check your belly.
All right, and that is the end of combat, and that's actually going to be we're going to stop it there tonight. We ran super late.
I'm gonna release, before we forget, I'm gonna release polymorph so I don't have to have that character sheet again.
Okay. So you land on her, and then you just slowly turn back. into the
So bring. Yeah!
So good job tonight, everyone. First of all, 1,291 experience.
1291.
I'm sorry, how much?
1,291.
Don't delete your experience.
Yeah.
Remember to do add, not set.
And then I'm giving inspiration to Ari for her glorious speech. That was well prepared.
Yeah.
1,200.
Ooh, we're so close to level 9. Well,
Yeah, no.
sorta. We're almost there.
Dang it.
A couple sessions away, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be able to find him. I am.
Sorry, did you say 1291?
1,291.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, and we will continue the adventures next week. Will they get out of the fog? What will they find on the other side? And what will they find in the sea of moving ice? We'll find out.
Next time on
Harmon Quest.
Order the Broken Spear.
Or
Dun, dun.
good job tonight, guys.
Awesome.
Well done.
Dun.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah, we are ending rather quickly tonight. Be sure to check out tomorrow for more D&D fun, more Lost Mines of Fandalar, and you can almost see me die again and again and again. So if you hate me here, you'll love watching me almost get murdered.
Yep, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And next
Whoa!
every week on Thursday. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.